Live from North Shore High School in Slidell, Crescent City Sports is proud to bring you Louisiana High School basketball. Tonight it's a District 6-5A doubleheader as the Ponchatoula Green Wave take on the North Shore Panthers. And a pleasant good evening to you. Ken Trahan joined by the coach, Bill Gallagher from Slidell. It's dreary outside, but it's nice inside, and we've got some nice basketball for you tonight between two very good schools and programs and District 6-5A rivals. Boys game later between defending state champion Ponchatoula and North Shore, but up first, the girls game between the Panthers and the Green Wave. Bill, always a pleasure. Great to have you with us, and it's always nice for you to visit here. You've got some friends here, don't you?
I got a couple of people here that I'm a little close to. I guess my son's the principal, Bill the third. So, yeah, it's always nice. And I spent a little bit of time here when I was coaching back at Pope John Paul. You know, we played here before, and I've been back and forth through the years. And, you know, it's a nice gym, you know, an older type of floor, but, you know, it's very, very well kept. And, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, a really tight game tonight.
I want to start by alerting an audience out there. If anybody else has any other information, let us know. But there's a water problem, water pressure problem in Jefferson Parish, and obviously there's an issue with schools, and as a result, we do know that John Curtis Christian and Brother Martin have been postponed until tomorrow night because of that. If anyone else has any other information, by all means, you all have my number. Text me, so we'll pass it along to the public. All right, let's get to the business at hand here. Let's start with the North Shore girls. Michael Gowan, outstanding coach. We've known him for years. You know, a guy that's coached on the boys' side at Fontainebleau for 7 years. Of course, was an assistant coach at St. Paul's for 5 years, and extensive resume in his second season here. Really good X's and O's coach, really good guy. This program's in good hands. His team's 15-11, 0-1 in the league. But keep in mind, they started 0-5 this year, Bill, so they've really played much better basketball since then.
Yeah, they've you know, you want to play better as the year goes on, get better every day, and that's certainly something you can say about this team. And they also picked up a couple of transfers that have just played a few games, and we'll probably talk about them later on as the game goes on. So, you know, he's got his full contingent of girls right now, and he's looking for good things tonight.
When you talk about the North Shore Panthers girls team, you have to start with Cherise Spencer, the 5'7" junior. She's dynamite. She has offers from 12 different schools, including Murray State, Western Kentucky, North Texas, Texas San Antonio, UNO, University of Louisiana, in Lafayette, Southeastern Louisiana, and many others. She can do it all. She's averaging nearly 23 points a game, 6.2 rebounds, 4.3 steals, 4.1 assists. Other than that, she's done nothing.
Well, she's got 1,000 points earlier this season, so and she's just a junior. And as I was looking at her statistics and of her teammates, what really stuck out to me is the number of steals these girls have. Up and down the lineup, different girls have average 2, 3, 4 steals a game, so they're really good on defense.
Well, the scourge for North Shore has been Mandeville, and district play lost to Mandeville 65-39 last Friday, but that's nothing to be ashamed of. Mandeville's terrific. We saw them win the All-State Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic, and they've got an elite team. And also, North Shore lost to Mandeville in the first round of the playoffs last year. But this North Shore program reached the quarterfinals in 2022, the regional round in 2021, the quarterfinals in 2020, and the regional round in 2019. Tori Hearn did a nice job here before Coach Golland took over. So this is a good program. They're going to need the supporting cast tonight. And if you're looking for some support for Cherise Spencer, Kylie Lozana, the junior, averaging 8.8 points a game, would certainly be one of those. You mentioned the transfers, though. And Alana Jackson, a senior, she's played in the last 3 games as a force. She transferred in from Salmon. She's averaging 10 points and 4 rebounds a game. So going to need that supporting cast to have a chance to beat the Green Wave tonight.
Well, you also have Jalen Graham, a senior, who's averaging over 9 rebounds a game. So she's the big girl on the inside for the Panthers, Lady Panthers.
When you talk about Ponchatoula, you're talking about excellence. This is a program that's always there, that always is near the top of the heap under one of the best women's coaches in the state, and Patricia Landesh. Ponchatoula 16-11 this year. They played a really tough schedule. 1-0 in the league in 6-5A. They beat Covington 60-20. And Tricia Landesh, 12 years at Ponchatoula now. She coached for 1 year there, left, and she came back, and she's been there 11 years straight. She's won 2 state championships during that time. In 2015, when they beat Walker for the 5A title, 47-29, and then the unbelievable game I covered, 2022, in double overtime, beating Parkway. And their phenomenal player, who's at LSU, playing great now, Michaela Williams, 80-79, one of the best games I've seen. They lost in the Division I final last year on the non-select side to Parkway and Michaela Williams. They've been in the semifinals in 2020 and 2021. This is just a terrific program, and again, this is one of the best coaches on the women's side in Louisiana.
Well, I know you sent me up to Ponchatoula 2 or 3 times over the years, so that's a little bit of a trip, but for these girls and put these girls on the air, that shows you what kind of program they have, and they're just that 16-11 record, probably not what Ponchatoula is used to. But it's certainly deceiving because of the type, as you mentioned, the type of schedule that they play. And I guarantee you that they will go deep into the playoffs once we get there.
It's one of the things you admire about the program is they play everyone. They have no fear. And in fact, they're playing Albany in a non-district game coming up this weekend, who's lights out. Who beat A-Mead, they're just dynamite. And then they play Mandeville after that. So I was just laughing with Coach Landash earlier about, I know you don't fear anybody, but you got to fire your scheduler, man. You overschedule, you know what I mean? I'm looking at their, schedule. Vanderbilt Catholic, who's really good. Fairview's won like 1,000 state championships. Again, you look at John Curtis Christian, who's elite on that side of the ledger. They played A-Mead a second time. Played Bastrop, who's terrific. Wassman, who's out of sight on the girls' side. Played the Ellender program, that's always good. Lafayette High, who's really good. Zachary, who's outstanding. And most recently, they played Southern Lab on Saturday. So iron sharpens iron. And that's the thing about the Ponchatoula program. They're not worried about their record. They're worried about getting better, playing the best competition, so when the playoffs roll around, they're ready.
They're ready to go. And more schools are doing that now because a few years ago they took out that restriction of only playing 2 games during the week, and that pretty much was a Tuesday, Friday. Now you've got people playing on Mondays, you got people playing on weekends, and so and you don't schedule a gimme win when you schedule those extra games. You're going to schedule somebody that's got a good record, that's going to be competitive against you, that is going to be good power points for when it comes down to determining power rankings going into the playoffs.
Coach Landash, 20 years as a high school coach, 7 at Laranger, 1 at Springfield, mentioned at Ponchatoula, but also spent 13 years at St. Joseph Elementary. Why? Well, she left the high school ranks when giving birth to her 4th child and decided that she needed to spend more time. So she went down, but boy, Ponchatoula was happy she came back in 2014 to lead this program the way she has. When you talk about their team, you have to start with their junior, Alyssa Hillard. Alyssa averaging 18.5 points a game, 6.2 boards, but perhaps more significantly, we're going to see a stoppage in play tonight with a timeout because
she's going to be hitting that 1,000 point mark. I got a feeling that's going to happen very early in the game. As a junior, that's just remarkable.
Morgan Watkins, the senior, the veteran player, she averages 17.3 a game, 9.5 boards as well. So they've got a good 1-2 punch there, but Devasia Williams has been good as well, the sophomore with a really good future. Saw her play in the Sugar Bowl tournament, averaging 8.3 points and 7.3 rebounds per game. Mandeville right now looks like the class of this league as good as they are, and seeing them and Coach Wymunson and what they put together this year with the Benoit sisters and all the other outstanding players they have. But that the winner of this game tonight will be a primary challenger to Mandeville. So I think it's that. And the other thing about Coach Gollan and the North Shore team, this is an opportunity to measure themselves against that program that's been the best program, coming off of a loss to the best team in the league this year. So I think it's a find-out game, if you will, for the North Shore Panthers.
Yeah, how can they rebound? How well will they rebound? Because they really, weren't in that game against Mandeville for very long. They've got to be able to bounce back. That's tough playing Mandeville on Friday night and then coming back with Ponchatoula on the next Tuesday, right, back to back. But you're going to find out a lot about your girls tonight, and where you measure up in a highly competitive district.
Good crowd forming here this evening, and of course we have a boys game to follow, so it's a doubleheader because following this one we'll have the North Shore boys taking on the Ponchatoula boys, and we certainly look forward to that matchup as well. And we'll detail what happens there as we progress throughout the course of the evening as well. District 6-5A As mentioned, it's a competitive league, all based on the North Shore. And when you look at this district, as mentioned over the years, Ponchatoula has been the chalk in recent years. But again, this year you might have a changing of the guard of sorts when you look at the teams and what they've done this year. You know, you're looking at the teams in this league right now, and Covington lost its first game in the league, as mentioned, to Ponchatoula, beat them 60-20. The Fontainebleau team is really good too. Their record's excellent, and they have a win over Hammond already. And I mean, I'm looking at the Fontainebleau team. They've only lost 5 games this year, so they've been really good over the course of the season. I mentioned Mandeville, and they've been lights out with what they've been able to do this year. Just 3 losses on the year in their 25 games that they've played. Talked about North Shore and Ponchatoula as well. And then, of course, you get to the rest of the league with Slidell. Slidell, had a 6-game win streak, but played out of district and lost to a meet, which is
that's
nothing to be concerned about. They're really good, and they're playing Mandeville tonight, which ought to be a really interesting game as well. So again, you look at this league, and you've got 3 or 4 good teams, and tonight you're going to see 2 of those here. Hammond, the other team in the league, and they struggled a little bit thus far, but again, it's a pretty good league overall, as the 2 teams will head to their respective benches, and we'll get the starting lineups here momentarily. Ponchatoula will be dressed in their road greens tonight, and the white numerals, and North Shore dressed in their home whites tonight, and they've got the navy blue print and navy blue numerals as well, as we get set for the starting lineups to be introduced here for both teams, as they're just finishing warm-ups and heading to their respective benches here from North Shore High School. First of all, I want to thank Danny Davis, the athletic director. I want to thank Bill Gallagher for having us here tonight. And
you're welcome.
And hey, my pleasure. I'm not talking to you, man. That's all right.
The one that works for a living. Okay.
Also, thanks to Josh Carlin for helping arrange things, and Michael Gollin. We deeply appreciate their continued support. Very special. Right now, we'll pause as everyone will be asked to rise, and we'll honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. Along with Bill Gallagher, Ken Trahan from North Shore High School. Let's set the starting lineups for this evening's contest. First of all, for the visiting Ponchatoula Green Wave, with a record of 16-11, 1-0 in District 6-5A under the direction of Patricia Landesh. Starting at guard is a sophomore, Mia Grady. Mia Grady playing at one guard position. Maya Joseph, a junior, will occupy the other spot. The other starters include Morgan Watkins, the senior, along with Alyssa Hillard, mentioned earlier, and Dasani Watts, who's a senior. For the North Shore Panthers girls, 15-11, 0-1 in league play, under the direction of Michael Gollin. Starting at one guard is a senior, Aaliyah Yepes. Also starting a junior, Kylie Lozana, averaging 8.8 a game. Jalen Graham, averaging 5.4 a game, a senior starts, along with Grace Smith, who's a senior, averaging 4 points a game, and of course the star, Cherie Spencer, the junior, averaging 22.8 points per game. The starters for North Shore here this evening as we get set to get this District 6-5A contest rolling. I want to salute Matt Merritt and Lenny Van Gilder, our steam crew. I mean, we got Lenny to show up here tonight. He heard Bill was coming, so he decided he was going to be here for us this evening. You must feel privileged. You must feel honored.
I thought it was so he could keep me in line, actually.
Probably. But I'm not telling you. All right, just about set to get started with this girls' game between North Shore and Ponchatoula here this evening. You won't see a ton of height in this game. Ponchatoula more guard-oriented. I've watched them play already this season. At North Shore, of course, it's really all about Cherie Spencer and her ability to create. Jalen Graham will step into the center circle for North Shore. And stepping into the center circle, Devasia Williams, the sophomore for Ponchatoula. Now, she's got a really good future, having seen her play previously. Ready to roll here with game one of our doubleheader. Ponchatoula has the first possession. This is Watts, left side, Watkins. Watkins swinging it back out top, Joseph. Joseph against the zone defense to get things started, Bill. Watkins, nice pass down low, shot no good, and the rebound controlled by Jalen Graham. Good set play there. Get the ball down low, but unable to convert. North Shore on the attack for the first time. Good look at Cherie Spencer out top. Sagging man-to-man defense. Good ball movement for the open three. That's off. Rebound on the floor, though, and picked up by Grammer. Second board already. Nice position defense. Cuts off the penetration, but there's Spencer. Off the mark wildly, but another offensive board. That's three for Spencer already. In the first minute of the game, long three ball. And yet a fourth chance, and that's no good. As North Shore will get a fifth chance on this possession. Greg Smith got that rebound.
Yeah, you got to convert it sooner or later. I mean, you're getting your second, third, fourth, or as now a fifth chance. You got to convert against Ponchatoula. You can't come out of this with nothing.
Dribble handoff. Here's Spencer at the right elbow. Extended.
They've had good looks. The shots are just hitting the rim and falling off.
Nice pass by Spencer.
Inside,
but couldn't get the shot. Ponchatoula playing man defense. Lozana will take the long three, and that's off. And finally, a defensive rebound. Watkins has that. And a block will be called, so two shots are coming. So a blocking foul, and that's going to be on Spencer, who picks up a quick foul, her first.
Yeah, you don't want to get her in foul trouble too soon. First 1 minute and a half into the game.
Morgan Watkins at the line, the senior, the great experienced player for this team. Again, she's had an outstanding season. 17.3 points, 9.5 boards, good shooter. Shows you why with a shooter's touch on the first. And gives Ponchatoula the first point of the game. Second by Watkins, that's off. And another rebound. 4 for Spencer already. And we mentioned Ponchatoula, not a lot of height. 3-ball, yes. Dribble on her own. Lozana knocks it home, and it's 3-1 Panthers on top. Nice job by Spencer on the steal. On the other way. All the way. Put it in. Cherie Spencer off the turnover. And a 5-1 lead for the Panthers.
North Shore is doing a good job so far, limiting Ponchatoula to just one shot, getting a steal on the last possession.
Good move by Watkins. Good shooter. Watkins has all three, and it's a 5-3 game. Good start to this game. Spencer to walk it up. And Ponchatoula staying man, and North Shore's played zone thus far. Grady. Now cut off is Lozana. Dribble drive. Put it up and get the roll. Aliyah Yepes with her first two. North Shore by 4. Nice job getting back on defense by Lozana. to knock it away. Love the energy of North Shore.
Yeah, good deflection right there. That's becoming a stat that's becoming more and more important. People paying more and more attention to the deflections.
Reverse it. Joseph in the middle of Watkins in traffic. She'll turn it over. Second turnover as Yepes comes up with it. Spencer crossing over again. She'll pop the 3 ball. Another offensive rebound. Stick back good. Jalen Graham controlling the boards. 5 of those, and North Shore by 6.
She's averaging 6.2 rebounds a game. She's going to have that in this first quarter.
Long 3 straight away against the zone. That's back rim. And boards are totally controlled by North Shore. Yepes has this one. Spencer against pressure. Dribble drive. Great pass. Put it up and in. Grace Smith with the basket. The assist from Spencer. North Shore impressive.
Good job by Smith there.
And another turnover. Spencer has it. All the way, no. Rebound, Williams. And a timeout, Ponchatoula. That's a good timeout with 4:04 to play in the first quarter. North Shore in total control early.
Yeah, North Shore is just doing what they're supposed to be doing defensively. They had one little breakdown where they got a shot off. Ponchatoula got the shot off, made the shot, but they're limiting Ponchatoula to 1 shot right now. They haven't gotten an offensive rebound yet. A couple of steals and a deflection, so they're really doing a good job defensively, and that's setting the tone right now.
Yeah, 2-3 zone's been very effective. They've forced 3 turnovers early on and have an 11-3 lead in the process. High school basketball on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in the Metro New Orleans market, must be a reason. 4:04 to play in the first. 11-3 is the lead for North Shore. Crowd continuing to file in. Good one here this evening. Watts walking it up against that 2-3 zone. Want to flash in the middle, but the wings should be there if you get the good ball move. There's a great pass down low. And there it is. Hillard scores, and Ponchatoula's going to call timeout. And this was a predetermined timeout because Alyssa Hillard has just scored her 1,000th point of her illustrious career. And her teammates celebrate. What a wonderful sight that is, isn't it? Points number 1,000 and 1,001 in the brilliant career of Hillard, who's only a junior.
Yeah, plenty more points to go.
There's the picture being taken. This was predetermined, and North Shore very sportsmanlike to allow this to transpire. Fans on the North Shore side clapping as well.
As well they should. You got to recognize success.
Great banner above us, congratulating her family.
It's a shame Ponchatoula had to take another timeout on that.
Now they burned 2 already.
Yeah, they burned 2 of them.
But she really couldn't afford to let it go any further earlier.
Right, the first one was needed. Right, first one was definitely needed, but the second one just came immediately after.
Got the ball down on the block that time and converted a 6-point lead for North Shore. Yepes, Lozana, knocked away. Spencer retains. Good matchup, Spencer on Hillard. Off the pick, popped to 3. Doesn't get it. Ball on the floor, and finally controlled by Ponchatoula and Joseph. Here's Hillard. Oh, good job to penetrate, and she'll get to the free throw line. That's going to work against Lozana, her first. First team foul against the Panthers, and that will send Alyssa Hillard to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, Hillard scoring her 1,000th point on that basket might be what Ponchatoula needs to kind of get out of the doldrums.
Back rim. Pressure off with a 1,000th point attained for Alyssa. And can't get either one. Unusual. A rebound controlled by North Shore.
Is that 5 or 6 for Spencer?
6 for Spencer.
Yeah, she's got her average already.
Behind the back for the three. And air ball, but look at that. Worked out perfectly. Stick back good. Smith, and they're absolutely dominating the boards. North Shore with an 8-point lead. 3-ball in and out.
Smith has really been, Johnny on the spot. A couple of possessions for North Shore.
Spencer for 3 back rim. And yet another rebound for Graham. Totally dominating. 7 rebounds already. Good ball movement, open 3, back rim, long rebound, and they're getting every loose ball, it seems, but then finally, Joseph able to get her second board. Good transition defense by North Shore. Open 3, no. Good hustle by Millard to get it, but it's knocked out of bounds.
Another deflection. Smith again.
And we'll get a substitution here as Brittany Moore will check in for Ponchatoula, a freshman. Entering the game early on. Watkins to trigger. That's a 1-4 stack set. Got the open look. Right off the bench and knocks it down. How about that? Brittany Moore comes in the game and gets the ball and scores immediately.
Friendly rim.
And it's a 3-ball, and it's 13-8. Nice substitution there. Normally, you don't come in and take the first shot, but boy, that worked out beautiful.
Not the first time you touched the ball. Not
knocked away, stolen. Now she gets a steal. More the other way. Good dribble by Alyssa, but can't convert. Got it back. Put it back up and in. And here comes Ponchatoula. Lawrence got 4. And it's a 13-10 game. 3-ball off the rim. And another board for Graham. 8 of those in 1 quarter. Steal. Knocked out of bounds, but another turnover by North Shore on the steal for Yasani Watts. And now the Green Wave could tie with a 3-ball at the 1:31 mark of the first quarter.
Yeah, a little bit of a mini run for the Green Wave.
5-0 run presently against that 2-3 zone. This pass is just thrown away. So a turnover, the 4th for Ponchatoula.
Drives you wacky as a
Yeah, that's not a difficult pass to make.
Yeah, I mean it was a good spot to make a pass from the point to the wing, and you just were nowhere near the wing.
Maya Joseph back in as a result. 13-10 lead for North Shore. Spencer dribble drive, taken away, another steal, and a foul called here. That's going to be against Yepes, and that'll be her first. Off the steal. The freshman, Moore. Minute to play in the first. Watkins cut off on the baseline. Spacing not good enough there. Now they'll spread it out. Long 3. That's way off. Controlled by Smith, her 4th rebound.
Even the 3 they made bounced off the front of the rim, so they really are having trouble on their 3-point shooting tonight.
Nice pick. There's a good shooter from 3. Oh, it rimmed off. Offensive rebound again, now knocked away. And coming up with it is the freshman, who's been very good, Moore. Flashed, good-looking shot. Beautiful flash. Millard's got another. She's got 6. And here comes Ponchatoula down 1. North Shore will play for the final shot here of the quarter. Crossover dribble, got where she wanted. Cannot finish. Offensive rebound, no good. And the quarter ends, and a good quarter at that. It's North Shore up by 1. 13-12, Bill.
Yeah, good way to start the quarter off for North Shore. They really took it to them. They did their job defensively and was able to get a lot of extra second shots on the offensive end. Kind of fell down a little bit toward the end of the first quarter once Ponchatoula made one substitution and got Hillard's 1,000th point off their backs. They fought their way back into the game. Hillard with a really nice shot for the last point of the quarter, when she flashed to the middle, turned around as she caught the ball, banked it off the backboard. It was a really nice looking, athletic looking shot. So 13-12, that big lead that North Shore did have kind of fizzled away. So we'll see what happens in the second quarter.
Well, when you look at scoring, Alyssa Hiller has 6 points. Grace Smith has 4 for North Shore, but the boards have been a big deal, haven't they?
They sure have. Spencer has just dominated the boards, and many of them are offensive boards.
8 rebounds in 1 quarter.
Yeah. I would think she's probably got 3 or 4 offensive rebounds. So, she's doing a really good job there on the offensive end, and also limiting, as I said, Ponchatoula to just one shot, one chance.
Second quarter set to begin. Oh, you've got Graham with 8 rebounds, and Smith has 5. They had 14 rebounds in 1 quarter, out rebounding Ponchatoula 14-6, but only a 1-point lead at 13-12 as the second quarter is set to begin. Found the open shooter. Great penetration and knocking it down. In the game for North Shore is Alana Jackson, the transfer from Salmon, and she's got it down, and it's 16-12, the assist to Spencer.
And there's another substitution. Jack shoots the 3 as soon as she gets in the game and sinks it.
Nice job by Watkins, and she'll finish.
Ooh.
Morgan Watkins has 5, and it's 16-14. Well, Jackson's playing in just her 4th game. Mentioned she's the X factor. She averages 10 a game.
Right.
Transfer from Salmon.
Coming off the bench, averaging 10 a game. That's not easy to do.
Strong move, and 2 shots are coming. You can see the physical strength of Spencer. Off the dribble penetration. That'll be against Alyssa Hiller, and that's her first. Team's first. Now you get the 5 team fouls in each quarter. There's no longer a 1-and-1. It's a 2-shot foul after 5 team fouls. First one up, and that's in. Soft touch.
It's taking a little bit to get. I don't know about the players, but as an
You're
announcer
adjusting
now,
still?
yeah, I'm still adjusting to it. Yeah.
I got you.
I wanted to get back to Spencer. I was watching her during warm-ups, and you could just tell when she was shooting from the wing, the strength that she has, and really good form. And there's a good, another deflection.
Joseph, the rebound, a 3-point lead. Ponchatoula maintains possession right in front of us. We're in the game.
Second deflection for Lozana. She's got her hands out. She's moving around on defense. Got to keep an eye where Hillard is.
Good dribble drive. There's Alyssa. Short, though, on the runner. Offensive rebound, a rare one, but this is on the floor. This should end up being a tie ball, and it will be. Alternating possession will go to
This should stay with Ponchatoula.
That's right. Talia Jackson in the game for Ponchatoula. But it's off her hands and stolen, and coming the other way is Jackson. Good shooter, passed it up, now looks and takes the 15-footer, controlled by Joseph for 4th rebound. Knocked away, and Watkins tried to save it, could not. That's the 6th turnover on the Green Wave.
North Shore is just getting their hands out in the passing lanes and just really making it difficult for Ponchatoula to pass the ball.
6:38 to play in the first half. A 3-point lead for North Shore. The only lead for Ponchatoula was 1-0. Yepes got by, open shot, missed it. Knocked out of bounds by Graham. It'll be Ponchatoula ball. Boy, is she active on the offensive glass. The rebound numbers don't lie about her coming in. She's been all over the glass.
She has been on both ends.
And it's all about hard work.
That's the only way to rebound.
Here's Moore. And she got fouled, got through a defender and picked up a foul on the arm and will shoot 2 as a result. It's going to work against number 3, Kylie Lozana. That's her 2nd foul, so the first player to register 2 fouls in the game is Lozana. Cuts the deficit to 2. Brittany Moore's looked good off the bench for Ponchatoula.
Sure has.
Second one is up and missed that. Offensive rebound, Lark. Good pass, put it in. Beautiful feed. Hillard puts it home, and we're tied at 17.
Hillard got the rebound, dribbled into the paint, passed it off, but kept working and cut to the goal and got the return pass.
Really nicely done. And we're back even. Spencer has something to say about that, but cannot convert. But guess who? Graham's got our 9th board. And that's short. Another offensive rebound. 3-ball coming in and out. Watkins gets the board. Chance for Ponchatoula to take the lead, and guess what? Alyssa takes care of that. She's got 10, first in double figures. Ponchatoula's got a lead at 19-17 on a 5-0 run. And we'll get a timeout North Shore. Good timeout by Michael Collin as the momentum has certainly swung the other way. Remember, it was an 8-point lead at 13-5 for North Shore, and since then it's tilted the other way. Ponchatoula taking better care of the ball, rebounding a little bit better, but making shots too.
Well, they are, and North Shore looks a little tired right there. They haven't gotten down on defense quite as quickly as they did earlier in the game, so I think there's a timeout there, and Coach Gollin needs to remind them of that. You've got to get back and cover, especially got to know where Hillard is at all times, whether she's got the ball or whether she's off the ball.
So Alyssa Hillard has 10 points now to go with 3 rebounds. Morgan Watkins with 5 points, 2 boards, and Brittany Moore with 4 off the bench for Ponchatoula. It's been a spread the wealth attack for North Shore. Grace Smith has 4 points, 5 rebounds. Other than that, you got a bunch of players with 3. Thus far, Spencer has been held to 3, and she needs to carry the load. High school basketball on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Rhino Show Mid-South. Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino! Rhino Show resists shipping, cracking, flaking, or peeling, and is backed by a 25-year warranty. Get your free estimate. Visit RhinoShieldMidSouth.com or call 833-233-7181. Panthers ball out of the timeout. 19-17 lead for the Green Wave. Ken Trahan, Bill Gallagher here in Slidell at North Shore High. Spencer picked up full court by Jackson. Goes behind the back. It's on the floor. Still loose. Finally retains it. Crossover dribble. Crossover again. Freshman stays with her. Good job defensively by Moore.
Yeah, the pressure's really bothering.
And there's a turnover.
Pressure's really bothering North Shore right now.
Hillard to Moore. Moore back to Hillard. Goes to the baseline, pulls up, put it in. Boy, she's smooth, she's tough, she's good. And the run now is 7-0, and it's a 21-17 lead for the Lady Wave.
So you've had 2 runs by Ponchatoula, a 5-0 run late in the first quarter, now a 7-0 run here. That'll
Beautiful
break it.
move. Spencer converts, she's got 5, and the lead is down to 2. Good pass down on the block. Watkins, good spin. Oh, but a foul. Called on Graham down low, her first, and that will get Morgan Watkins to the free throw line. So she'll head that way. Second team foul on the Lady Panthers. Here's Watkins at the line, second leading scorer on this team, and she's got 5 in the game. Now 1 of 3 from the line, though. Second stays in.
That rim is really friendly for Ponchatoula in this first half.
22-19 lead for the Lady Wave. So we reach the 4:15 mark. Oh, what a great job by this freshman Moore. Look at her work defensively. That's a kick ball, and that'll be a turnover. What a job by the freshman Moore. She has come in and really helped change this game for Ponchatoula. She's been active in every phase.
Yeah, Ponchatoula as a team on the defensive end has just picked it up a notch, and really North Shore's having a hard time adjusting to it. They're getting a little stagnant in their offense.
Watkins to the baseline, goes all the way. Boy, that's beautiful to the short corner.
Beautiful. You know, that's another example. North Shore not getting back, and they gave up the baseline. Just not doing things as well as they did in the first quarter.
Nice pass by Spencer. Boy, I sure like her game. Converted by Jackson. Good 1-2 punch there, Jackson. Giving him that off the bench with 5. Long 3 ball. No. Controlled by Graham. She's in double figures with 10 rebounds. Here comes Spencer. Downhill runner. In and out. Tough break. Ball on the floor. Controlled by Ponchatoula. That's Joseph. She's got 5 boards. Watkins, great feed down low, but too much traffic. Blocked out of bounds beautifully by Jackson. Jackson's a good player.
He knocked it off of Jackson, and North Shore gets the ball.
7th turnover against Ponchatoula. Watkins will sit, and Devasia Williams will play for Ponchatoula. 3:11 to play.
Ponchatoula extending their defense a little bit now, looking to trap in the half
trap
court.
here.
Lazy pass.
Got away with it. That's fumbled out of bounds, though, so the pressure forces a turnover. That's the 6th for North Shore. Ponchatoula has 7. So some perspective there. That's another turnover. Pass a little wide. So that's now 8 on the Lady Wave.
I think you're seeing a little fatigue on both ends.
Yeah, passes not as crisp as they need to be.
Right.
On either side at this point. 3-point lead, 2:50 mark. First half. Dribble, drive, left hand, good. Spencer with 7. You can see
explosive
special
first
talent.
Explosive.
Moore through traffic, and the freshman got it. Boy, she has been some good. What a future
She sure has. Boy.
6 off the bench for Moore. Lead is 3. There's Spencer again. Hit the floor, no call, out of bounds to Ponchatoula.
She might be hurt.
Oh boy, get up. Don't want to see that.
She was.
Oh boy.
She was really off balance when she took that shot. Looks like she came down wrong on it, obviously.
Don't like seeing it. And so Spencer down at the 2:24 mark, and what a development. Not the development you want to see at all in this situation. She's up. Great news there. Stretching it out and looking pretty good. Boy, that's a relief.
Yes.
So 2:24 to play in the half. A 26-23 lead for Ponchatoula. Got to have a sub with the injury, at least for the moment. So we'll get Kylie Lozana back in there. She has 2 fouls, so keep that in mind.
I don't think Spencer will be out too long.
Doubt it if she's good, but it appeared she was.
If you could keep it at this point right here, 3-point game, maybe you hold her out. But I think she's going to get back in.
Here's Moore. Joseph. Turns short. Offensive rebound, though, for Devasia Williams.
Great job by Graham and post defense.
Another offensive rebound, but turned right into the defender. Jump ball. That'll go to North Shore.
That goes another rebound. I know it's a turnover.
Yep.
My goodness.
9 for Ponchatoula. It's been an issue. In a 1-possession game, it remains. Spencer with a head of steam will go all the way. Wow. No one stopped the ball. She just exploded.
She just needed 30 seconds.
Back within 1. Nice skip pass. Dribble drive. Watkins will get back to the line.
Got to move your feet.
Love the skip pass. Love the aggressiveness on the drive. That's going to be on Grady.
Yeah, that was an interesting pass from the wing to the opposite corner, but a really good drive.
I said Grady on Yepes, I should say. Free throw good.
Really good drive by Watkins there.
Yepes with the foul, and now a substitution for North Shore. Lozana back in. Got them both. Watkins now in double figures. They got 2 double-figure scores. She's got 10 and a 3-point lead. Spencer, no. Offensive rebound. Lozana, but now taken away. Millard has it knocked away from behind. Goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Ponchatoula. Trying to extend a 3-point lead. Off the fake, pops for 3. Nope. Long rebound out of bounds. Smart sealing off the offensive player. And North Shore gets the possession. Boy, this thing's been a one-possession game for a while.
Ponchatoula extending the defense full court now.
Good job in transition. Defense and a steal.
But it's their half-court defense, the way they're playing in the half-court, getting their hands on the balls.
Alyssa's off the mark, and a long rebound controlled by Graham, her 11th board already. As we approach a minute to play in the first half. Still a one-possession game. Spencer one-on-one. Spencer knocked away, got it back. Maintains possession. Dribble drive, got by her man, got to the sack, missed the shot. Fight for the rebound. Goes out of bounds, though, and it'll be North Shore ball. Williams couldn't quite control it. And a rest here for Alyssa Hillard as she'll take a seat with 47 seconds to play in the half. For the tie.
Yes.
Bang!
A net cutter.
Jackson off the bench with 8. What a difference she makes now playing for this team. Answer is not there. Offensive rebound. Duncan. This goes out of bounds. That'll be North Shore ball. That's 10 turnovers for Ponchatoula. Now North Shore could play for the final shot. Tied at 28 with 30.6 seconds to play in the half. And it looks like that's what will happen. Spencer just working it near the timeline. Got it by Joseph.
She's had a little trouble controlling the ball.
Spencer maintaining control. Knocked away, got it back.
Good defense.
And what a job! What a job by Ponchatoula to defend at the end of the half. And boy, what a good game we have. We came here for a good one. We've got it. Tied at 28 at the break. As this game, the lead changes. There were only 2 of those, and just one tie. But it's been that close of a game ever since the really fast start by North Shore when the Panthers got out to an 11-3 lead. Ponchatoula kind of took over, but then things evened out, Bill.
Well, you got Hillard, who's pretty much scoring when she wants to. You got Spencer, Sheree Spencer scoring when she wants to. I'm really impressed with Alana Jackson off the bench. She's only been eligible for the last 3 games, and I'm wondering, is she potentially going to be a starter, or is Coach Garland going to keep her on the bench? That's a weapon to have coming off the bench. I think she's very, very effective coming off the bench. She certainly has been a factor in this game. And then you got the rebounding. Jalen Graham just demolishing Ponchatoula rebounding. So. Again, it was not many lead changes, as you said. You had this really quick start by North Shore, and then Ponchatoula with their 2 runs, a 5-0 run the first quarter, 7-0 run the second quarter. But North Shore hung tough, and here we are, all knotted up.
I'll leave it at the half, looking at the numbers from the first half. First of all, for Ponchatoula in the first half, Alyssa Hillard has 12 points. She's got 3 rebounds, 3 steals. Morgan Watkins has 10 points and has 2 rebounds. And Brittany Moore has 6 points off the bench. So that's it. 3 scores for Ponchatoula. For North Shore, Sheree Spencer with 9. Alana Jackson with 8 points off the bench, as mentioned. You've got Kylie Lozano with 3. Grace Smith has 4 points and 5 rebounds. 2 for Aliyah Yepes. And also Jalen Graham with 2 points, but 11 rebounds in the half. It adds up to a 28-28 tie at halftime. Really interesting game. I mean, so far, I think the score reflects the teams. They're evenly matched.
Yes, so far they have been, very much so. I like the way they're both playing defense. North Shore came out and really put some pressure on Ponchatoula to start off. They got their hands in the passing lanes. They deflected a number of balls, fighting for the loose balls. And then Second quarter, Ponchatoula did the same thing. They picked it up, kind of extended their defense, put a little pressure on North Shore, and North Shore had as much trouble with it as Ponchatoula did earlier in the game. North Shore really couldn't get into their offense in that second quarter like they did the first quarter.
Well, a game of runs thus far. When you look at the way this thing has unfolded, you had North Shore jump out to that 11-3 lead. They had a 6-0 run in the process. Ponchatoula closed the quarter on a 7-0 run and cut the deficit to 13-12 after one quarter. Then in the second quarter, the Green Wave had a really good run of their own, a 10-2 run to take the biggest lead they've had, 24-19. But then North Shore closed the half on a 9-4 run to tie the game at 28-28. So a little bit back and forth. Turnovers a bit of a factor. North Shore with 8. Ponchatoula has 10 thus far in the game. And the rebounds, it's a 20-15 edge for North Shore in the first half. Those started to even out a little bit as the half progressed, Bill.
Well, you can do what you want with stats, but in this case, the stats really reflect the evenness of the game. It's a tie game, and the stats, nobody's got. North Shore had a real advantage on the boards earlier in the game, but this like as you mentioned, Ponchatoula has kind of cut into that, and so the stats really reflect this game so far. Two evenly matched teams.
And then, of course, we got the milestone in the first half as well, and that was, you knew it was going to come. It was a matter of when. And classy for Patricia Landash to call timeout and present a ball. Classy on the part of North Shore to go along with that. Fans, applauded on both sides. Kind of moment you love to see.
Yeah, the only thing is you wish you could do it at home, because you would have had a packed house to see her do that at home. I've had players hit that mark on the road, and I've never come across an opposing team or opposing fans who did not, greatly acknowledge an accomplishment like that. Because that's pretty amazing to get 1,000 points in basically probably less than 3 years. Because I don't know how much she played as a freshman. She probably played as a sophomore, and we're just, we're not but halfway through her season as a junior. So she's really put that ball in the basket in that time.
So halftime here in Slidell, 28-28 is our score. We do want to remind you this is the first of two. We have a second game to follow, and that will feature the North Shore boys against the Ponchatoula boys, and sure looking forward to seeing that with Bill. I've seen both teams and like a lot about both of the teams we're going to see in the next game.
Well, if it's any better than this first half, it's really going to be a barn burner, because you've gotten everything you wanted out of the first half of this game. But that next game, you got a couple of kids on both teams that are going on to play at the next level. So you got that kind of a matchup. You got two outstanding coaches going up against each other. And it's a big game in this district. I mean, this is being a veteran of the Catholic League, we always refer to the Catholic League as one of the toughest districts. And I'll tell you what, you look at this district up here, and if the playoffs started right now, every team in this district would make the playoffs. Every team.
That's pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah. So this is a really difficult district. And it's the kind, as a coach, that's what you want, man. You just want to be in a dogfight every time you step on the court, because that's what it feels like. It means something when you got a close game, a competitive game, a rival game, and every game in this district, just like in the Catholic League, is a rival game.
Halftime entertainment, North Shore dance team performing. Always nice to see the support crews here, and we are certainly happy to show you that as well. So 28-28 at the half, and again the runs in the first half, rebounds evening out a little bit, turnovers the edge to North Shore barely in that regard. It all reflects a close game, and the other thing about it is the stars have been the stars. Hillard and Watkins for Ponchatoula, Spencer and Jackson. These are the leading scorers on each team. The two leading scorers on each team have looked the part thus far.
Well, that's what you expected. North Shore has a little bit more of a support cast right now, because as you mentioned, I think that only three girls have scored for Ponchatoula. So Ponchatoula's going to need to find some more ammunition somewhere.
No doubt. The Crescent City Sports team is counting down to its 500th all-time game broadcast. Stay with CrescentCitySports.com and our social media platforms for special content, looking back on the best moments of the last dozen years of games, events, and more. It's amazing that we've been able to do this for as long as we have, and almost at 500 events.
Wow.
Until we've done it in every sport. Basically, not every sport, but just about. You know, from football to
bowling,
girls basketball to boys basketball to softball to baseball to soccer, boys and girls, to bowling, to track and field. We've done events in all of those sports.
What's left?
Live events on Crescent City Sports. We haven't done golf or tennis. Hard to do.
Golf is
with
tough.
the way it's spread out. But, you know, we've done this. And, look, we made a decision a long time ago that we were going to bring this to the public free. We're not going to charge people for it. And I'm not here to criticize anyone that does. But my feeling from day one as the owner of the website was simple, and that is that we wanted to create free content for high school fans to enjoy, whether it's parents, alumni, fans, and even the youngsters themselves, because we archive all these games and you can go back and watch them anytime you want. It's the memory of a lifetime, and it's coming upon us, myself and Honey Van Gilder, to generate the sponsorships to be able to allow that to happen. Couldn't do it without those sponsors. That's why you hear us talking about these outstanding people during the course of the game. We are deeply appreciative of their support because, again, that's the whole thrust of what we're doing, is to be able to bring you high school sports across the board and to spread out our coverage. We've had the Country Day basketball tournament. We've had the All-State Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic. We've had the MLK Classic for you. We're here tonight. There's more to come, and we're certainly blessed to bring it to you. And I'm sure we're going to have soccer playoff match coming up. I'm sure we're going to have quite a bit of baseball and softball for you, all of that to come. And, of course, we'll have our 500th game webcast coming up, and we'll hit you with it, tell you all about it when it occurs at CrescentCitySports.com. Both teams back on the floor as we're getting set for the start of the second half of what's turned out to be a really good game. Tied at 28 at the half. Ken Trahan with Bill Gallagher. Big soccer match today. Jesuit defeated Rummel 2-0. Jesuit number 1 in the power ratings in soccer in Division I. Rummel high in Division II. Good win for the Blue Jays. And Coach Hubie Collins, second half ready to begin here.
So let's see what kind of adjustments the coaches made in the locker room for this second half.
And underway. Ponchatoula with the ball. Alyssa Hillern up front. Again, that zone is there, and that's a turnover right away. They're 11th.
A deflection right off the first pass.
Yepes coming up with it. Nice pull-up.
There's the lead change.
She's got 11, and the lead change to the side of North Shore by 2. Good idea to get Spencer the ball anywhere. That's a nice pass. And a finish. Tied again. That's Watts scoring her first 2 from Watkins.
Nice cut by Watts right into the open part of the lane.
First basket by anyone not named Watkins, Hillern or more. That's in. And boy, Spencer comes out firing. She's got 13, back on top, North Shore.
She was a little off to start the game. She put up a couple of threes that were kind of off the mark, but she's straightened it out, looking more sharper. That's not the right English. Looking sharper.
This pass goes out of bounds. Another turnover, Ponchatoula. Just trying to force that into double coverage. Not going to get that done. 2-point lead for the Lady Panthers at the 6:50 mark.
Well, the first minute and 10 seconds of this half, North Shore has come out and played defense like they did to start the game.
Slipping and falling, and it goes out of bounds. Just didn't keep her balance. It's towel floor here. Turnover number 9 for North Shore. Wonder how long they'll go without the freshman Brittany Moore. She was a big spark in the first half, right?
Right.
Turning, faced up, couldn't get it. Chased her own rebound, knocked away. Watkins comes up with it. Kicked out of bounds. Tried to make the extra pass there. Watkins off the dribble. Resetting in that zone. Tried to go baseline, turned it over. Ray Smith came up with it.
Cut the baseline off, caused the turnover.
Spencer double teamed, spins it back out high. Wisely, Lozano resetting.
You don't want to give her a step. She's not afraid to put it up.
Got the pick, but that's an offensive foul. It kind of extended
the elbow, tucked the elbow out a little bit.
Yepes commits the foul. And we'll get the spark off the bench for North Shore in the first half. Elena Jackson into the game, scored 8 in the first half. Yepes comes out. 2-point lead for North Shore. On the weave. Good ball movement here. Shot blocked beautifully. And out of bounds. Graham does the job.
The flash into the paint has been open for Ponchatoula. North Shore is like a step behind it, but once it gets inside, North Shore is just collapsing on it, really making it tough for Ponchatoula to do anything.
Nice pass down low. Quick double team, though, and Watkins got it away. Great effort there. Coaches love seeing players hit the floor. Look at this steal by Spencer. Can't finish, gets fouled. It's on Joseph, and that's her first, and Spencer will shoot a pair.
That's at least the second steal that I can recall.
She's got 3.
She's got 3. She's averaging a little over 4 for the
13 points to go along with those 3 steals and a couple of assists. Buries the first, giving her 14 points, and there's the freshman.
There she is.
Moore checking in.
And you get somebody like Spencer, who obviously can score, but you get her on board defensively. That really lifts everybody else up.
Buries a pair, 15 for Spencer, and a 2-possession game now. North Shore by 4. They haven't been able to say that much since early on in this game.
Not since the first quarter.
Knocked away, got it back, looked inside. Can't get the shot, but Watkins has a look, and she's not going to get it. Offensive rebound. Alyssa can't get it, but she'll go to the line.
See, Ponchatoula was able to get the ball into the paint again, but once it gets in there, they can't do anything with it.
Not a lot of length, you know. I mean, it's not easy to finish. Smith the foul, first on Grace, and at the line is Alyssa Hillard to shoot 2. That's not going to be there. She is now 0 for 3 from the line. Close games, that will be a factor. But that's stating the obvious. Can't get either one. 0 for 4.
That's another rebound.
12 for Graham. Doing what she does best. 3 ball, Spencer.
Oh.
Hello.
That's what I saw her doing before the game when she was warming up. I mean, she's got strength. She's got beautiful form. She gets that ball up and out in front.
18 for Spencer. The lead is 7. Offensive rebound and a stick back, and Ponchatoula needed that. Devasia Williams with her first 2.
One of the few opportunities that they were able to convert a second chance opportunity.
A 5-point lead. Straight away, 3 ball. She is feeling it in a big way. 21 for Spencer, and an 8-point bulge matches their biggest lead of the game. Good inside out. Watkins passed up the shot. Dribble drive, can't get it. There's Spencer again.
Doesn't have numbers there, right. That was a good play right there, pulling it out.
Cross-court pass, saved near midcourt. Good idea to get it back to Spencer. Michael Gowan yelling under control. Spencer says, I'll do this. Oh, my. She'll do it all right. 23. She's got 14 in the quarter and has totally taken over this game. And so have the Lady Panthers with a 10-point lead at the 3:22 mark of the third quarter. This is impressive.
Cherie Spencer just putting on a show right now, whether it's outside the three-point line or driving hard to the basket or making steals, stealing passes, getting her hands in the passing lane. She's just doing it all right now.
Extremely impressed.
10-point lead.
Remember, they jumped out to an 8-point lead. Then Ponchatoula kind of reset the game and started to establish some semblance of control. North Shore battled back, but this quarter has been all North Shore because it's all Spencer. She scored 14 points in the quarter. 14 points. She's the only person to score in the quarter for North Shore. So it's 14. Think about it. It's 14-4. Spencer over Ponchatoula here in the third.
I'm thinking to myself at halftime that, North Shore is getting, they're getting something from more girls. She's got more support than Ponchatoula has over there. And so what happens? She scores all 14 points so far in a quarter. Crazy game. And remember when North Shore had that 8-point lead in the first quarter, there was a timeout that Ponchatoula called, and it kind of changed the complexion of the game.
Ten-point lead for the Lady Panthers. 3:22 to play in the third. Watch to Hillard. She'll bring it up. And another steal. All the way. Won't go in. Out of bounds, though, to North Shore. Through the shoe in the process.
Lozana got a little bit too far underneath the goal there. Didn't quite have enough room underneath.
Zion Duncan checking in for Ponchatoula. British Landis is trying to find something. Open three off the end, bounce pass. No.
Rebound, guess who?
Spencer, guess what? She's got 16. All 16 in the quarter.
Wow.
Just dominating the game at a 12-point lead. Dribble drive on the floor, foul from behind. That'll be an inbounds pass. The foul's going to go against Spencer, and that's her second. 2:52 to play in the third. That's way off, and there's another rebound for Spencer, a third. She'll slow it down. Putting on a show. Great pass. Blocked out of bounds.
She didn't need the dribble.
Duncan blocked it.
She took that dribble and allowed Ponchatoula to collapse on her.
Timeout North Shore here with 2:38 to play.
Okay, we'll get Coach Gollan to draw up an out-of-bounds play right here.
So they talk it over. High school basketball on Crescent City Sports. Brought to you by Lamarck Automotive Company. Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership, and there must be a reason.
My daughter loves her car from there. She comes over just to drive my wife and I someplace. just let's go for a ride.
Got my Broncos Sports sitting outside here. Ooh. Spencer. Read that one, but it's retained. And now out of bounds. Possession still to North Shore. Ponchatoula very active on this defensive possession. Sense of urgency. They need one now. And that looked like the ball was touched.
Like that.
I think they got a real break there.
Yes, definitely.
Bam. Graham with her second basket of the game. It's all going well right now for North Shore. And a 14-point bulge. And it's knocked away. And it's on the floor. And that'll be a foul, I believe, on the arm. Waiting for the call here. Foul's going to work against Graham. The 2:05 to play in the third. And a 14-point lead. Watkins pulls up. Smart move. She's a good player. She's got 12. Stops the bleeding.
Yeah, I'm impressed by her court awareness.
9-0
with the
run.
ball, without the ball.
It was a 9-0 run. Dribble drive. Nice feed. Cut off. Spin it back out. Look at the spacing and ball movement. But a turnover. Trying to keep the possession alive. Just very poor spacing and ball movement to turnover. Lozana come up with that one.
Ponchatoula's throwing. Ooh, they threw that one over.
A lot of carelessness here with the basketball on both ends here.
Ponchatoula's sending two players at Spencer to try to get her to pass the ball.
Get the ball out of her hands.
Yes.
Understandably. Moore was a real factor in the first half. They're back in the 2-3 zone now, and that's a kick by Spencer. Knocked away but retained. Watkins reversed it. Can't finish it. Put back. Good. Alyssa puts it home. She's got 14. The fifth rebound as well. And the lead is 10. Under a minute to play in the third.
And nobody found Hillard under the goal once the shot went up.
Strong move. Can't finish. Offensive rebound. Spin it back out. Long three ball. That's way off the mark. Picked up by Williams. And a turnover. Spencer comes up with that. Great feed, can't finish. Williams rebound.
Another steal by Spencer.
Got four of those. Oh, it almost went. Would have been a chance for a 4-point play. I believe that's a 3-shot foul. And that foul is going to go on Lozana. It's her third, and that sends Moore to the line. That shot was right on line. Just caught the heel.
It was. Looked good coming out of her hand.
You're going to say 2-shot foul. Okay, had a foot on the line.
Yeah.
So a 2-shot foul for Moore. Scored 6 in the first half off the bench. Gets her 7th point. Makes this a single-digit game again as we get Casey Smith in for North Shore with 18.3 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, Lozana needs that extra 18 seconds of rest. Get her head back together.
Knocked them both down. It's 46-38. A 6-0 run for Ponchatoula.
Lozana's a starter, but she's missed a couple of rebounds underneath, a couple of easy shots underneath.
Ponchatoula staying with two players.
Two players, yeah. So they're just
triangle and two, basically, is what you're looking at here. And they get the ball back in the process with 3.4 seconds left. That's a classic triangle and two right there.
And North Shore really, I don't think North Shore, the two didn't hurt them, but they didn't know what was going on. They were kind of discombobulated there, and the ball came down the court, and they had an advantage, a 4-on-3 advantage, and were not able to take care of it.
See if Ponchatoula can get a shot off. 3.4 seconds left. Go in the backcourt. They're going to have to throw one up from half court here. Do that. That's not going to get there. So a 46-38 lead for North Shore going to the fourth. So Ponchatoula closed on a 6-0 run to get itself back in the game.
I tell you what, North Shore, that's a great quarter. That was the best quarter they've played tonight from beginning to end. The first quarter, they started off strong and kind of faded, kind of held their own in the second quarter, but that third quarter, they really played a really whole quarter, both ends of the floor. They made their shots, played extremely well defensively, really collapsed on the inside, And Ponchatoula just never was able to get going offensively.
What a quarter for Spencer. She scored 16 points in the quarter. 16 of their 18 points. Crazy.
We'll see how long they stay with that triangle in 2. And see what kind of adjustments, which is going to be just as important, what kind of adjustments will North Shore make against them.
So 46-38 heading to the fourth quarter here. Can't sell Ponchatoula short with their winning tradition, but North Shore's had the better of it.
No, this North Shore knows, and watching Coach Garland on the sidelines, he knows it's Ponchatoula. He's not giving his girls an inch right now. He's not letting them relax a bit. He knows it's Ponchatoula in those green jerseys.
Lady Panthers start the fourth quarter with the ball.
And she goes again. Spencer again. Low pull-up jumper.
27 and the lead is 10. Nice feed down low. And it goes in. Williams converts on the nice pass from Hillard. And it's an 8-point lead again. Wide open, going to take it this time, but that's too strong. And that's the strategy for Ponchatoula. Make somebody else shoot it.
Not a bad shot.
Duncan the rebound. Moore. Knocked away,
another
stolen.
Steal. Look out.
Graham comes up with it. Spencer with the left hand. No. Offensive board, though, by Lozana. That's off.
Spencer.
Guess who? Graham. And she gets fouled.
Gets to go to the line.
13th rebound for Graham. Been dominant in that regard. The foul works against Williams, her first. And 2 free throws coming here for Jalen Graham. She's only got 4 points, but she's got 13 rebounds in this game.
For an offense, the triangle and 2, the box and 1, it's just so hard to get your kids to run something
against it.
You know, it's just difficult because you don't practice against it a lot. You're not going to waste that much time in your practice practicing against a triangle and 2.
Graham split a pair. It's a 9-point lead for North Shore. Under 7 minutes to play in the game. Joseph picked up her dribble a little early. Spin move, tough shot. That's not going. And out of bounds. That will be North Shore ball, I believe. No, it's going to be Ponchatoula ball.
Ponchatoula ball.
Okay. Green Wave will keep it.
Looking to go man out of bounds play.
Wide open straightaway 3. They need that. Doesn't go. Good rebound, though. And 1. Williams puts it home off the offensive board. Count the basket and the foul against Graham, and that's her third. And a free throw coming for Williams. A chance for the 3-point play. Trying to cut this deficit to 6. She's up. Not happening. Out of bounds to North Shore. 50-50 ball there on the rebound. Boys game to follow. We'll have that one for you, too. Here at CrescentCitySports.com.
They're keeping 2 on Spencer, whether she's got the ball or not. And
wide
that's
open.
what you do.
Oh, but she missed the layup, but will go to the line.
That was open a possession before. Graham cut across to the low block on the right side, but Jackson didn't see her.
Williams picks up her second. Back to the line, Graham. Split a pair last time. Trying to extend the 7-point lead, and does. With her 6th point. spun out on her. Williams the rebound. 8-point lead again. Williams with 6 boards now. That's a walk. Slid the foot. Clear. It's 20 turnovers for Ponchatoula. A definitive factor in this game. Not used to seeing their teams turn it over like they have tonight. Dribble drive, put it up and score it.
Oh, it's
offensive foul. Jackson commits the offensive foul.
Coach Garland's not going to like that. Not too many people in the stands like it either.
Player control foul. Willing to take the hit. 14 turnovers for North Shore. Ponchatoula hanging in. 8 points down, 6-11 to score. They need to make a run sometime soon. Dribble handoff. Spencer extends the defense. Large splits 2. She's there. She can't convert. And a good rebound by Yepes. Now whistle and a foul against Williams, her third. Only had 6 fouls against Ponchatoula in the whole game. But she's got 3. Williams. North Shore wants timeout. They get it with 5:51 to play. A 50-42 lead for the Lady Panthers in this one, behind 27 points, 4 steals, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Cherie Spencer. Stuffing the stat sheet on a night where Alyssa Hillard came up with her 1,000th point. Coach Gallen will draw up a play. Coach Landesh is, again, tried to counter Spencer by going to the triangle in 2. North Shore has been able to solve it a bit and got to the free throw line. And a layup opportunity, couldn't convert. So it's the chess game ensuing.
You know, the old school way of beating these, we'll call them trick defenses, for lack of a better word, triangle 2, box of 1, is you take the person that's being defended like that and put them at the low block or put them in the corner, outside, and just let your girls go against the defense.
High school basketball on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. Must be a reason. 8-point lead, Lady Panthers with control. Here's Spencer all the way. Great feed. Layup blocked away, though, and out of bounds. Good job hustling defensively by Duncan. That's her second block.
Yeah, Ponchatoula's not giving up, that's for sure. And that's about 3 or 4 times at least that North Shore
looked like they had a layup.
Yeah, this would look like a clean layup.
Free ball straight away is an air ball. Will go out of bounds. They're just going to try to make someone else beat them. Problem for Ponchatoula is they've got to score the basketball.
And they're having their troubles of their own trying to do that against this North Shore defense.
Really only 3 players, maybe 4, that have scored the ball. Here's a needed 3, and it's in. Alyssa knocks it down from Watkins, and here we go. 17.
2-possession game.
For Hillard, it's 50-45, 5:19 to play. They get the ball out of Spencer's hands. Open 3-ball answer. No. Rebound. Offensive rebound. Controlled by Yepes. Underneath,
there
score it. 10 points for Jackson.
The low post has been open consistently against this Ponchatoula defense.
Fumbled it down low, put it up, put it in.
Wow.
Stayed with it. Give her credit. And a lead down to 5 again at 52-47. Intensity turned up here. Wide open 3.
That's Jackson's shot, but
she decided not to.
Wisely.
Well, that's the way you can make them come out of this, by not taking the shot. The turnover.
My goodness.
Williams all the way, knocked
nice
away,
block
and there's
save.
Spencer. Layup good.
Yes, Rosanna needed that.
Spencer getting it done with the block, the assist, and the lead back to 7. There's a big sequence there. North Shore shut him down after Ponchatoula had a chance to make it a one-possession game, but now it's a 7-point lead. Watkins has it. Watkins can't convert. Jackson the rebound. Trap in the corner, knocked out of bounds with 3:58 to play. This would be a big win for North Shore coming off of a loss to Mandeville against a class program like this.
I'm also wondering, when was the last time North Shore beat Ponchatoula?
That's a great question against this program.
Let's see if I can find that out.
A lot of pressure and a foul. Almost a 10-second call, but just in time, the foul on Williams. And that's her fourth. And that's a fourth team foul as well.
And here you go with the 5 fouls in the quarter. North Shore will be shooting
on the next one.
On the next one for the rest of the quarter.
Spencer looked for the give and go. Double teamed on a baseline and turns it over.
North Shore working hard to get the ball to Spencer.
Joseph pulls up. Nope. Boy, he had a point-blank opportunity. Offensive rebound, Williams. Nope. Offensive rebound, Allard. Nope.
Nice
Got
block.
it back.
3 seconds. They're camped out.
Another opportunity. That's in and out. They can't get the ball to foul. Watkins a rebound. Step through. Oh, it almost went. Would have been a 3-point opportunity. But instead, a foul. That's going to work against Graham, and that's her fourth. So stops the clock with 3:18 to play, and at the line with a chance to cut into the lead is Alyssa Hillard, but she's struggled. She is 0 for 4 from the line, Bill, despite her 17 points and 6 rebounds. And now she is 0 for 5. I mean, that is a killer for Ponchatoula.
That really is.
Best player, and she's been unable to convert free throws.
That's really a sore spot tonight.
Watts back in for Ponchatoula, replacing Duncan. Finally got one, her 18th point. It's 54-48. 3:18 to play. 3-on-2 here. Pull up 10-footer. Yep. Beautifully done by Yepes. Her 4th point, and the lead back up to 8. 3:05 left. Ponchatoula at that stage, critical stage where they have to score consistently. That's way off. Watkins read the rebound, saved it on the floor.
Good hustle by Watkins. Whew.
In traffic here. Got it up and goes to the line. Great hustle by Watkins all around on that possession. It's on Yepes, her fourth, I should say, fourth. And Yepes, so Graham and Yepes each with 4. And we'll get Grace Smith in the game in a moment as a result. Here's Watkins at the line, where she is 4 of 6 and now 5 of 7. Got 13 points. Smith is back in. Yepes comes out. Lead is 7. Second is buried. 14 for Watkins. And it's a 6-point lead with 2:51 left. Knocked out of bounds, but North Shore will keep it. Good ball movement here. It's a way to beat the pressure.
Nice job by Jackson.
She's been a really big addition to this team.
Somebody's got to be open. They got 2 girls on on Spencer.
Good ball movement here.
Go. There you go.
They're going to make them to come out and play, man. They're going to have to.
Yes.
Because now the clock's down to 2:20 to play in the game. At some point, they have to foul. The next foul will put them at the free throw line. But at some point, they're going to have to.
Oh, that was it right there.
That was a hack right there. Again. Finally, I think she was trying to foul her 2 or 3 times, and they didn't call. But they got this one, so the foul goes against Watkins. Says, yeah, I wanted to do that. She did. And 2 free throws are coming. Timeout Ponchatoula with 2:11 to play. So
Coach Gowan has been having quite a conversation with this that particular referee all night long.
Atlanta Jackson will be at the line when play resumes. Boys game to follow this one. Looking forward to bringing you that between Ponchatoula and North Shore.
That's a pretty veteran crew out there, officials.
Yeah,
those guys have been around a long time.
I know two of them really well.
Lou Demarest.
Familiar with the other, yep.
They've been around a long time. Called a lot of games, a lot of whistleblowing under their belt. They've done it for a long, long time. They've done a good job tonight.
Oh, I think they've called a very good game. So 2:11 left, a 6-point lead. Therese Spencer with 27 points, leading the way for North Shore. 18 for Alyssa Hillard, who's gotten her 1,000th point here this evening. And at the line as play resumes is Jackson. She's been huge off the bench with 10 points. First trip to the free throw line. Misses that one. Second airborne, that's off the mark as well, but an offensive
there you
rebound.
Go. And guess who?
Graham's got 14 now. And there's Spencer.
What a pass
might be a kill shot there.
A great pass by Graham to keep her balance, not move her pivot foot.
8-point lead, under 2 minutes left. Got it into the paint, got it home. That's Hillard. She's got 20. 6-point lead, not over yet. 1:40 to play. Watkins got hit in the face.
That's a difficult call to call a timeout when the offense has the ball, but she was not penetrating, going toward the goal, so.
Says she's okay. Inadvertent by
sure
any
just a
measure.
A basketball play.
Right. North Shore will have the ball right in front of us with 1:35 to play. We'll hold on to the drink here. Have to get it in bounds. Finally do. That's a good idea. Spencer grabbed immediately. She'll shoot two. And you know that Coach Gowan loves that, to see her go onto the line.
Well, if you're North Shore, like you just said, you want to see her going to the line.
I think that's the 5th foul on Williams.
You want to see. You don't want the clock to stop.
Williams is fouled out of the game, so there goes their size, and Brittany Moore, the freshman, will replace her. Williams fouled out with 8.7 rebounds. She was important for this team. First one is flat and missed. Spencer trying to get her 30th point here and trying to make this a 3-possession game, more importantly.
This is going to be a long minute and a half because Ponchatoula is going to foul.
30 points, and it's 59-52. Ponchatoula must score on every trip. That's a long three.
Long one.
Watkins kept it alive beautifully. Step through. No. Out of bounds to Ponchatoula. 1:21 to play.
33 popping out. 33.
To the baseline, spinning, shooting, scoring.
Nice shot.
22. The Hillard timeout. Ponchatoula 1:12 to play, and it's 59-54. Still a 2-possession game.
I believe that was Ponchatoula's last timeout.
Either last one or one more. Yeah, that's it. Joe, they're done. For timeouts. They got to play on from here on out. North Shore still with 2 timeouts remaining.
So here's where the 5 fouls in the quarter comes into play. It's going to be a long minute and 12 seconds here. Ponchatoula's going to foul. If they're going to go for a steal first. If they don't get that, they're going to probably foul, especially if that ball is not in Spencer's hands. Try to put somebody else on the line. And if North Shore happens to commit a foul in this last minute 12, then that puts Ponchatoula at the line. North Shore does not want Ponchatoula scoring with the clock stopped.
1:12 left to play. 5-point lead for North Shore. And the Lady Panthers will have the ball. So it's all about who you get the ball in the hands of here, with a foul likely to come if you don't get a turnover. It's kind of where you're at.
Now she can run the baseline.
Goes long. Spencer's got it. Step through and travel.
Oh, called a
big
walk.
turnover here.
That was a great play drawn up there by North Shore, because you knew they were face guarding Spencer. This is a big possession.
It is indeed.
Good
step
drive.
Through Watkins, strong move. With 59 seconds left, it's a one-possession game. She's got 16. The lead is 3. The pressure is on.
Watkins has got to come get the ball.
On the floor. Comes up with it, saves the possession, knocked away. That's a foul. That should be a foul from behind, and it is. That is a foul on Yepes, I believe her 5th. It's 5 on Yepes. She'll be gone with 45.2 seconds left. Off the turnover, Ponchatoula down by 3. And with the bonus situation, it's the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Alyssa Hillard's at the line, but she has struggled there. 1 for 6 in the game.
She did make the last one.
22.6 rebounds, 2 assists. She's been, and 3 steals, I might add. But now these are critical. It's just been that kind of night. And boy, at the end of this game, they're going to rue those missed opportunities.
Great night for her, except at the line.
Able to split a pair, cuts the lead to 2, and a timeout North Shore with 45.2 seconds left. Ponchatoula's on a 5-0 run to cut this to 59-57. Each team is in the bonus. Turnovers a factor, and obviously Ponchatoula got a big one there, but they can only get 1 point out of it.
I think if I'm Gowan, I let Spencer inbound the ball, and as soon as you inbound it to whoever, give it right back to her, and she'll have a full head of steam dribbling up the floor. And then once she crosses half court, or 3-point line, she can decide whether to go to the goal or to pull it back out and run some time off. They're going to have to foul her. And Ponchatoula's going to do what they have to do to deny her the ball if she's if she's not inbounding the ball. So maybe let her inbound the ball and then get it to her.
So the strategy unfolding here. 45.2 seconds left. 2-point lead for North Shore. Fun game. Will be Lady Panther ball out of the timeout again. Each team in the bonus. So it'll be Jackson to trigger.
And she can run the baseline. Let's see if they do something. If North Shore does something off of that. And set a screen. Come back to the ball.
Struggling. Got it in. And a beautiful job.
There you go.
Nice pass. Watkins took it away. Jump ball. Turnover to Ponchatoula. What a job by Morgan Watkins. Special
Watkins
job.
has been an unsung hero
she has
tonight.
Been
she
some
really
good. In particular on the defensive end, although she's got 16 points.
She's done a lot of dirty work tonight.
She has indeed. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. A chance for the tie. Got it in. We're tied. 25 for Hillard. The assist to Watkins and a whistle, and I think they've called a foul.
Foul on Ponchatoula.
In a tie game. I don't think they wanted that, but that's going to be against Watson, it's her first, and free throws are coming with 33.5 seconds left. It's a big call, and they put a good shooter at the line in Lozano. Now, she hasn't been there tonight, but she's a good shooter. With a chance to put the Lady Panthers back on top. It's a 7-0 run for Ponchatoula presently. Kylie Lozano, the junior, will have another for the lead. Remember, they got an offensive rebound off a missed free throw last time around. Watkins again does the dirty work. She's got it. Here comes Ponchatoula. Dribble drive. Allard blocked away. Control by Jackson. Here she comes. Take it back. It's on the floor. Everybody hits the floor. That was a foul, but they're going to say no foul and out of bounds. That was tackle football, right?
You had each coach has a legit gripe there of a foul.
Wow. Heavy contact.
Wow.
Ponchatoula ball, 16.9 to play in a tie game.
He's still falling.
This is a loose ball, retained.
You know who they're looking for. There it is.
Morris blocked away. Guess who? Spencer with a chance to win it.
Go all the way. Go all the way with it.
With three. She shoots and misses, but a foul with 4.1 seconds left. Spencer can put North Shore on top on the foul by Joseph. Blocked it on one end, went coast to coast, and now the best player on the floor tonight has a chance to win the game. Watkins limping down the floor.
She's not coming out.
She's played a heart out, man. Grabbing at that ankle and foot. Well, here it is. Possible winning here for Spencer in a tie game. Bottom. 31 for Cherie Spencer. He's put on some show tonight. No timeouts left for Ponchatoula. They're going to have to run and advance the ball.
They're going to put a substitution in. That'll stop the clock. A timeout. Good timeout by North Shore there. Set up their defense.
32 for Spencer. And a 2-point lead at 61-59 for North Shore.
Yeah, that timeout there, that prevents Ponchatoula from running out, and getting down the court quickly, and it gives Fontainebleau the opportunity to set their defense up right here.
Yep. So 4.1. Remember, they had like 3.4 or 5 to end the first half. Didn't get really a look at all.
Right.
Question is, where's the ball going to be inbounded?
Well, it was off a made free throw, so they're going to get the ball out of bounds.
Well, no, I'm saying that, but I'm talking about how far inbounds can they advance the ball.
Right now, North Shore's got 3 girls in the back court.
In the back court, so they're going to really contest it.
Which is exactly what I would do.
Yep.
Let's make them run up 4.1 seconds trying to get the ball up the floor. There you go.
Do you think about going long here? Here we go.
You're probably going to send somebody along. You want to see,
Watkins to get it in. She does. 3 seconds. 2 seconds.
That's good.
And what's the call here? Timeout with 2 seconds left.
Who?
What's the call here? Ponchatoula doesn't have a timeout.
Technical foul, referee said.
That's
a technical foul on Ponchatoula.
They called timeout. They didn't have one, correct?
Yeah. That's too bad.
That'll be the ball game with 2 seconds left.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get 2 free throws here. Plus, you're gonna get the ball out of bounds.
That's right. So thought they had a timeout apparently, and they did not. So here's Spencer, the star of the game, unquestionably. First miss after missing 3 in a row. Can't convert either.
You still get the ball out of bounds.
With 2 seconds left.
And you're either going to get a bucket here. Well, you got to get the ball in bounds.
Well, you got to get it in bounds. Ponchatoula will foul immediately. Spencer will bring it in.
Ooh.
That'll do it. Hit the floor. Game over. What a win for North Shore. 61-59. over Ponchatoula. What a victory it was. Spencer with 32 points in the game, Bill.
What a terrific ball game. I tell you what, Cherie Spencer just put these girls on the back and just took this game over tonight. And what a performance on both ends of the floor. A really, really big win for North Shore as a program. It's been about 5 years since they've beaten Ponchatoula. So this, and after losing big to Mandeville, this really, really puts them in good spots. Ponchatoula will rebound, certainly, and again, we will certainly see them in the playoffs and making a good run. Hopefully you get an opportunity here to talk to Coach Gowan when he comes back from... And here he comes, Coach. Here he comes.
Well, Bill, I've got Coach Michael Gowan here with us, the victorious head coach of North Shore Lady Panthers. And Coach, obviously, just you can't get a better game than this. First of all, just talk about how big a win it is to win a game like this against a program like Ponchatoula.
You know, I was talking to the girls about this game. It was definitely a premier win for us. Cherie, big-time players make big-time plays, and she brought her A game tonight. And not only did she do that, but she made the other players around her better. There were things down the stretch that could have gone our way for us to pull away, but it didn't. But we had the intestinal fortitude to go through there and plus do it. But, everybody focuses on Cherie scoring, but how she creates and how she works for other players cannot be understated.
I thought you set the tone at the start of the game, jump out 13-5, and she set the tone in the third quarter for you to establish that double-digit lead.
I told the girls in the locker room, the first 4 minutes of that third quarter is going to set the tone. It's going to be, is it going to be a dogfight? Can we pull away a little bit? Well, it was kind of in between. We started to pull away, then Ponchatoula is a great team, well coached, but it's one of those things that we needed at this point in the season, considering how it started, and now picking that up was huge for us.
Finally, Jackson, she's come in last 4 games. She's made a difference to your team.
Absolutely. You take someone in off the bench, I don't know how many she had, but I imagine it was like 6 or 8. But to get bench points like that, when I normally wasn't getting any before her, she had 10. So to get double digits off the bench is huge.
Michael, big win tonight. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, Ken. Thank you for being here.
Our pleasure. Bill, back to you.
Coach Gowan pretty much summed it up right there. The only thing I saw was the way they just collapsed on Ponchatoula in the paint. Every time Ponchatoula got a ball inside, North Shore was really, really pinching on the inside, making Ponchatoula shoot from the outside, and they just, they did the job. And then the job that Jalen Graham did on the boards, I don't think you can, you can't doubt what she did tonight. And, they made some really big plays down the end. And I really like what Coach Gowan said when he said what Cherie does, Spencer does, is she makes everybody else around her better. That is what makes a great player, when you can make everybody else around you a better player, and she certainly does that.
And didn't force anything when they went to the triangle and 2, and still let the game come there. Didn't try to force things or make things happen. Played for her teammates at that point, so that showed me something. It's easy to see why, as a junior, she's got 12 offers already.
Well, when they went to the triangle and 2, she kind of took herself out of it a little bit, staying up high a little bit, and it did take her teammates a little bit to get used to that and what was going to be open. And what was open was the low post, flashing across the low post. So it took the girls a little bit to get used to that type of defense. Probably the first time they've seen that defense. So it took them a little bit to get used to what was going to be there. But once they did, it opened up for him. But then when crunch time became crunch time, they looked for Cherie Spencer.
Before we transition to the men's game here, Alyssa Hillard, 25 points. She went for her 1,000th point tonight. She had 6 boards, 3 steals, 2 assists. Morgan Watkins, 16.6 rebounds, 5 assists. Devasia Williams, 8.7 rebounds before fouling out. Brittany Moore had 8 points off the bench, 2 points for Dasani Watts. For North Shore, Leah Yepes, 4 points. Kylie Lozana had 5. Jalen Graham had 6 points, but had 14 rebounds in the game and a couple of blocks. 10 points for Atlanta Jackson off the bench. Ray Smith had 4.6 rebounds, and Cherie Spencer, 32 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks as North Shore wins at 61-59. Now to the boys' game. Ponchatoula defending non-select Division I state champion, entering this game 17-4, 2-0 in District 6-5A. North Shore 10-10, 1-0 in District 6-5A. No, I mean, first of all, starting with Ponchatoula, Tom Taylor's done a great job. This team winning the state championship last year, just special with what they're able to do. They beat New Iberia 63-48 in the final. They have the MVP in the state. Alan Graves was fantastic. This young man, 6'8", and he can do it all. I mean, he's a really good shooter. He's a really good passer. He's a really good rebounder. Other than that, there's nothing to like. He's just a really good player, period. And he's special to watch. That's one of the reasons we're here tonight, is to see Alan Graves. Well, and to show the public Alan Graves.
Yeah, well, he was an early signee with Santa Clara. So that tells you pretty much what he's like. He's shooting almost 60% from the field.
Crazy.
And I know he's 6'8", but a big man with a touch is really unique. You know, that when you got that, you're going to go places. And he certainly, that offer from Santa Clara, he took that, and he's going to go from there and great things in front of him. But he's got some pretty good guys around him though. Jeremiah Lewis is averaging 14.5 points a game. Shooting 41%, almost 42% behind the arc. So he's got some guys around him.
He does indeed, and obviously Taj Jackson has been really good as well, averaging 13.3 a game for them. As for Tom Taylor, he's just done a great job with this Greenway program. At North Shore, you got a terrific coach in Josh Carlin. Did a great job at Salmon. He's done a really good job at North Shore. Last year reached the quarterfinals, lost to New Iberia, whom Ponchatoula ended up beating in the championship game. They reached the championship game in 2022. Lost to Zachary in the final of that year, which was a special year. They reached the quarterfinals in 2021. Lost to Zachary under Max Ward at that time. And, of course, Josh Carlin is the son of Jay Carlin, who's another legendary Hall of Fame coach. And, look, Josh is making Dad proud. He's a heck of a basketball coach.
Josh is, following in his dad's footsteps. He's got a few more wins to go to catch up with his dad. His dad is still adding on wins.
Yeah.
His dad gave it up for a couple of years, but got back into it. But, Josh has the pedigree. He knows what he's doing out there. And he's done just a great job of building what North Shore has here.
Look, everybody, I think, that follows this high school basketball knows they had a kid in Cohen Robotham who transferred out to St. Thomas Aquinas and was an integral part of their team that reached the state finals. And nothing but the best to him. But this program has forged on, and they've done a really good job with some good players. And, you look at their team. London Lee, the junior, averaging 14 points, 10 rebounds, has been really good for them. The big man, Dawson Knox, who's a commit to Copiah Lincoln, 12.7 rebounds, 2 blocks a game. And Tyree Spencer averaging 11 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. They don't have that star power like they have with the young man I mentioned who was here previously, but they have a good team. And the other thing about them is they played a lot of close games this year. I mean, you look at this, they played 13 of 20 games, decided by 10 points or fewer, and they're 6 and 7 of those games. They haven't quite been able to break through, but keep in mind, they beat Carver this year, okay? Carver's an elite program. That's won 2 consecutive state championships, and that happened on December 18th. So anybody that's beaten Carver is capable of beating anyone.
Exactly, and they did beat Carver early on, well, about a month ago. But Josh said he's playing a lot of young guys, and so they got to learn how to win. And he's playing a tough schedule. and he's played a lot of close games. And he's got to bear with the youngsters right now. I think he said few too many turnovers. They're committing, but he knows these kids are young. And again, I say this all the time. I said it when I was coaching. I say it to other my grandkids now and other coaches. I said, you want to get better every day. And that's what he's doing with these guys. And these guys, especially the younger guys, are getting better every day. They're getting that experience. He's kind of force-feeding them into these kind of situations where they got to come through, and eventually they're going to.
Panthers will be in their home whites with their navy blue trimmed in Columbia blue here, and Ponchatoula in their road greens tonight with the white numerals, to give you the distinction of the two teams here this evening as they get set to get it started with the lineups, and we get set to bring it to you as the second game of our doubleheader is ready to ensue here between North Shore and Ponchatoula. Ken Trahan, Bill Gallagher, Matt Merritt, our producer tonight, and Mr. Lenny Vangill, are taking care of business on camera this evening for us at CrescentCitySports.com. Good crowd here, as mentioned previously, and again, we thank our friends here at North Shore High School for accommodating us tonight. Always a pleasure coming here. They had a soccer match going on at the same time outside. And we will have a national anthem again. So 2 in 1 night to get you started here this evening for the boys game between North Shore and Ponchatoula.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-sprinkled banner yet wave o'er the land and a home of the brave.
Listen, kindly, thank you very much.
Ready for the starting lineups and then the start of this evening's game here from North Shore High School as the Ponchatoula lineup introduced. Jeremiah Lewis along with Corey Jackson getting the call. Taj Jackson also on the floor here for Ponchatoula. Alan Gray is the star, the senior Santa Clara signee. And Jarvis LeBee is the fifth starter for Ponchatoula here this evening. Ponchatoula Green Wave starters under the direction of Tom Taylor. 17-4, 2-0 in District 6-5A. Now the North Shore Panthers under the direction of Josh Carlin, Landon Lee, the 6'5 junior, their leading scorer. Well, he's a good-looking kid.
5'7" sophomore guard number 1,
Jamison Hopkins, the sophomore, starting out front of the guard position. You see him handling it as well. Tyree Spencer, another sophomore with a great future. He's at 6'1". They've got some length, this team. Michael Dupree at 6'2", another sophomore. That's 3 sophomores in this starting lineup. And then, of course, the senior, Dawson Knox, who's 6'7". A lot of length on this team. I saw them play Archbishop Rummel in the Sugar Bowl tournament. They lost on a buzzer beater by TJ Dewey in a game that they led by 5 points with a minute to play. It's been that kind of season for them. They have been close. Is this the night they break through? Their women's program just did so against one of the top programs in the state annually. Ponchatoula, now the men's game. And we're ready to go with the start of this one. Alan Graves will jump center.
Well, I talked about the youth of North Shore. They're starting 3 sophomores. And look out for Corey Jackson for Ponchatoula. He's averaging over 5 assists a game.
Graves gets the chip. We're underway. Corey Jackson now hands it off to Jarvis LeBee. They look for right baseline pass there. Double team, spin it left corner, open 3 ball, yes. Lewis knocks it down. Jackson, the assist. And a good start for Ponchatoula. Scoreboard hasn't registered. There it is, finally, a 3-0 lead. Here is Spencer in front court. Spencer to Ducree. Pass loose on the floor. Graves runs it down. Look out here. Showtime. Alan Graves off the steal, and you get a look at him right away. Ponchatoula up 5-0.
Didn't take him many strides to get down that floor either.
I did not see a better player last year in this state as a junior than Alan Graves. Here's another steal.
Turnover.
To the hole. Nice block. Offensive rebound, though. He can shoot it. Short. Another offensive rebound. Nope. Just great job of fighting for the ball, and Graves comes up with a great pass and miss a layup. Knox rebounds. Boy, you can't get a better shot than that, can you?
Boy, North Shore escaped in that situation.
Yeah, they could have easily been down big already. Dribble drive runner. Graves the rebound. His second of the game already. Skip pass, left corner. Loose ball. Turnover to Knox.
See below the rim. See below the rim.
Hopkins running the offense. Ponchatoula playing man-to-man. Knox guarded by Graves. High-low look here. Pass is too tall, though. They tried to post up a much taller player and lead, but the pass too tall. The second turnover for North Shore. And a substitution right away for North Shore. Roger Williams checks in, the 6-foot sophomore.
So that's 4 sophomores in their top 6.
LeBee against the 2-3 zone. Good inside out. Controlled by Lee. Knox posting up on Graves. Backs him down. And put it in. Strong, Dawson Knox. And North Shore's on the board. Long 3 ball. That's an answer. LeBee with a triple, and it's 8-2. Ponchatoula looking for transition. Whatever they can get it. Tried to trap. Got it out of there quickly. Now Spencer got the high pick. Dribble penetration. Runner back rim. No. Chip. No. Graves has it. Comes out of there with the dribble himself. And gives it up. Good pass down low. But double dribble the basketball. Turnover number 2 on Ponchatoula.
I'm impressed with Ponchatoula's passing. They space the floor well. They see the open man. They see skip passes. And they're strong. That ball zips through there.
Backing it out off the dribble, Spencer. Knocked away, stolen. Dribble drive to the hole, score with the left hand. And a timeout here. Beautifully done by Jackson off the steal. And a timeout as Ponchatoula's off to a fast start here at 10-2.
Yeah, Ponchatoula's just taking it to them right now. As I said, they're doing a real good job of passing the ball, finding the open man. And defensively, they're kind of doing what was going on in the girls' game, just putting some pressure on North Shore, and they're having trouble, in the front court here, trying to in the back court, trying to get the ball inside. They got the ball inside once to Knox, and he was able to awkwardly score a bucket, but they're having a tough time.
Good timeout here. Trying to steady things. North Shore's only basket was Knox down low. They want to go at Graves whenever they can. He's a tough nut to crack defensively, but you want to go at the best player.
Well, yeah, you go with your strength against their strength. Yeah.
Haven't been able to get many shots thus far. Harassing defense from Ponchatoula and extending it here. Spencer. There's the post up. Landon Lee. He's got a size advantage, but Graves helped and blocked it. Retained, though, by Williams.
Look down, look down.
Nice pass in the corner. Off the rim.
Everything but results. Nice penetration, nice throw to the outside in the corner. Shot was a little strong.
Knox bodies up on Graves. Graves faked it, goes baseline, doubled. Nice pass. Skip pass right corner. Nice ball movement by Ponchatoula. Very patient. Look at the ball movement.
Look at the ball movement.
This is fun to watch. I mean, very patient to get what they want. Look, it passed up 2 or 3 shots and scored.
Got the better shot.
I mean, it's fun to watch, isn't it? And this is what you see at a higher level with this kind of spacing and this kind of ball movement, right?
That's why they're defending state champions.
10-point lead at the 3:15 mark. Knocked away, but retained. Hopkins down low. That pass knocked away, stolen. Jackson has that. Missed it. Hopkins has the board. Dawson Knox. What a beautiful job defensively there by Corey Jackson. 5 turnovers for North Shore. Got Graves on the right baseline. Again, he's very patient. Finds an open shooter, can't hit it. Rebound control by Lee. .2:15 to play. Here in the first, a 10-point lead for the Panthers. Got what he wanted, found an open shooter. There you go. Hopkins converts. Off the dribble penetration to cut the lead to 7. Under 2 minutes to play in the first. So they're so focused on Graves, that's going to be wide open.
That leaves the middle wide open.
And it's a 14-5 lead. Understandably so. Nice defense there. Nice dribble drive and a runner good. Hopkins has 5. He's come alive. And it's 14-7. Open 3, corner, that's off. And there's Landon Lee with his 3rd rebound. It should be a kick, and it is. And we'll get a substitution here. Jackson Fugate will check in for the first time, the 6'4 senior, replacing Dawson Knox. With 1:10 to play in the quarter. Spencer off the pick. Got the switch. Set a lot of high screens, North Shore.
Yeah, it's what you do after you set the high screen that makes a difference.
Knocked away. Got it back. Knocked away again, this time stolen. Jackson comes up with it, his 2nd steal. There's a steal on the other end. Out of bounds to North Shore off the steal by Spencer.
It's not a legal guarding position.
And North Shore's setting a lot of high screens, but once they set the screen, the screener isn't moving. He's not ducking to the goal. He's not stepping out. He's just not moving.
There's the high pick. Spencer at the right elbow. Back out top. Got to the paint. Got it to Fugate. Put it in. And one.
And a foul.
Good job.
Who was that on? I missed it. Didn't catch who the foul was on, unfortunately. Trying to catch up at the end of the quarter and see what we got. Who was that on? So the foul was on Corey Jackson, his first. That is the first foul of the game by either team. And we're almost done with the first quarter. How about that? Fugate cannot convert. Cause Jackson the rebound. This pass is errant.
That's nice.
Cross-court pass way off the mark. Fourth turnover for Ponchatoula. Graves getting a rest right now. 10 seconds left in the quarter. A chance to make this a one-possession game. Fugate out high. 6 seconds, got to go to work with 5.
Gotta hurry.
Got to look to score here. 3 seconds, 2, 1, got it off. That's nowhere near. And the quarter ends with Ponchatoula up by the score of 14-9. 4 points for Taj Jackson for Ponchatoula, 5 for Jamison Hopkins for North Shore. Clearly the effort on the part of North Shore is to deny Graves and keep the ball out of his hands. They've done a good job of doing that in the first quarter.
Yeah, their effort overall improved from the beginning of the game. They kind of staggered a little bit right at the onset. With what they're trying to do when Graves is in the game is just deny him the ball and collapse on him. And as we saw a couple of times, that left the free throw line open in the beginning of the paint right there. So you got to be able to cover that also.
High school basketball and Crescent City Sports brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Quick Lane services all makes and models, batteries, tires, oil changes, and more. All done quickly while you enjoy some popcorn. Must be a reason. (14-9) Ponchatoula on top. We're set for the second quarter to begin.
Graves coming back in for Ponchatoula.
Got the brief rest there.
Like last 37 seconds of the quarter.
Panthers ball to start the second quarter, down 5. Man-to-man defense. This is Brian Smith in the game for North Shore.
Better movement on North Shore's part here.
Nice drive
right
with
at
the
him.
left hand. Brian Smith with his first 2 off the bench. It's 14-9. North Shore settling in nicely here. Graves has been quiet. Fall away. No. Graves gets hammered on the rebound. Fouls on the floor, so there'll be out of bounds play for Ponchatoula. Graves does have 4 rebounds. And the foul was on whom? I missed that too.
I think it was on Fugate.
Be his first. And the very first foul of the game on North Shore. Fugate comes out now. Knocks back in. Just get it into the backcourt and start over again. With Seabury. Caleb Seabury in the game. Graves right block. Spins. Goes underneath with the left hand.
Nice.
He's got 4, and it's 16-9.
Good footwork, and he slipped under with his left hand.
Strong drive, left hand, no. Graves has his 5th board. And he's going over the top, and that's going to go out of bounds tipped out of bounds by North Shore.
Good athletic effort by Roger Williams there to get up high. Looked like a defensive back defending the pass. He was defending the pass.
It was, essentially. And a steal. Lost out of bounds. So each side with a turnover there. Collins came up with this steal, but
good play by Collins. And again, talking about their youth, he's a freshman.
That's another errant pass and another turnover. I mean, this is getting pretty loose here. 6 turnovers for Ponchatoula, 7 for North Shore. Just a little impatient there.
Yes.
Picked up the dribble early. Here's Knox, poked away. Working on Brazil, who's in the game. C.J. Brazil for Ponchatoula. 5-point lead. Up and under move. Got the open 3. That's way off. And a rebound controlled by Ponchatoula. Jackson. Graves wants to go to work. Knocked away, stolen. Knocked away here, stolen by Graves. Turnabout is fair play.
Yeah, it's getting sloppy out there.
It is. Can't finish that. Knox has the rebound. And a whistle. And a foul underneath, it appears. So the foul goes against Jackson, his first. Substitutions coming in here. Ponchatoula with a few. Todd Bodie comes in.
Let's go, B.
Lewis back in, Jeremiah Lewis. 5-point lead here for Ponchatoula. The 5:50 mark. Good inside out look here. Beautifully done. Dupree knocks it down.
Just after we said it was getting a little sloppy looking, nice little bit of offense.
North Shore within 2. Open look for 2, back rim and in. Got the bounce. Seabury with his first 2. Makes it a 4-point game. Landon Lee looking for Knox. Boy, a physicality down low, and they finally call it as Knox hits the floor. That'll be against C.J. Brazil, his first. Brazil 6'5", going against Knox 6'7" there. Got some length on the floor in these two teams, don't you?
They sure do. And they're just going right at each other. It's been a pretty physical game. Even though there aren't that many fouls being called.
North Shore comes back with Jamison Hopkins. And they mop up the wet spot. Hopkins gets Smith. Solid off the bench. Four-point lead for the Green Wave. Going right at Graves, and they wrap the arm around there. They're going to call a travel. Could have called an offensive foul. He wrapped the free arm around, but it's a travel.
If I'm North Shore, I'll take the travel.
No doubt.
Don't want the foul.
No question. That's turnover number 8 for North Shore. Ponchatoula has 7. Bodie. Good catch there. It's a tough pass to handle. Lewis handled it. Trying to find Graves. They finally find him. He goes up, under, can't finish, rebounds, has it taken away, got it back. And they're going to call Ponchatoula ball.
Ponchatoula ball. Yeah, that was a battle right there.
Jackson, Corey Jackson back in, replacing C.J. Brazil. Swing it to Graves, left block, spins baseline. Up and under, beautifully done. He's got 6.
Nice job of using the goal to get around there.
6.6 rebounds for Graves. And a 6-point lead. Sixes are wild here. Trying to post up Knox. Give it to him on the right block. He goes up and under, but he missed it. Got it back.
Got his rebound.
But Graves stripped it away.
Graves with a deep one.
He's 0 for 2 from 3 and controlled by Landon Lee. .340 to play. 3 ball. No. Up and over. Back to Ponchatoula. And 3:37 to play in the half. Seabury directing traffic. Graves right corner. Knocks all over him. Nice spin. That's a beautiful move, but he can't finish. Ducree controls. Good ball movement. Open 3.
All the way around. From one corner to the other.
Landon Lee makes it a 1-possession game. At 20-17 with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Step through. Euro. No. Graves with a stick back. He's got 8 points to go with 7 rebounds. And a 5-point lead. He's doing it quietly. I mean, not anything eye-popping. He's just doing a good job.
He just, yeah, right. Nothing sticks out, but no deficiencies. He's just doing his job. A day at the office.
That's an errant pass. Graves has a steal. That's his 4th steal already. Graves, no. Over North Shore. Ken Trahan, Bill Gallagher with you. And a power outage at the scores table with a lot of things knocked out, including the possession arrow and a few other things. So go figure. And we've managed to get everything back up and running. So let's recap what's happened here in the first half. Ponchatoula jumped out to a 12-2 lead and had a 14-7 lead after 1. North Shore really tightened up its defense, played well in the second quarter, and cut this deficit to 22-20 at the half. Alan Graves has 8 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, and those are good numbers, but he has not shot the ball well in the first half for Ponchatoula. Otherwise, no one has more than 3 for the Green Wave. Meanwhile, for North Shore, no one has more than 3 on the entire team, but they have 4 triples in the first half. That's been their salvation. 1 by Landon Lee, 1 by Jamison Hopkins, 1 by Tyrese Spencer, 1 by Michael Ducree. Hopkins does have 5 points, so Hopkins with 5 leads the way for North Shore. So they do have 1 player in excess of 3 with Hopkins, who has 5. You know, the turnover department, 8 for Ponchatoula, and North Shore has 11 in the half. And other than that, you look at the rebound margin in the first half. 15 for Ponchatoula. And they have the length to be able to play with Ponchatoula. I mean, that's one of the things you're talking about with Josh Carlin coming in.
Well, they got the length and they got a little bulk too. And they got Knox and they can come in with Fugate and a couple other guys in there, and so they got a little bulk in there too. And as we were talking about before, Graves 8 points, but it's been a quiet 8. He's just been methodical. Not anything wrong with that, but he has not made his imprint on the game yet. So as long as that happens, then North Shore is going to stay within striking distance, and they're going to have a chance tonight.
Well, there's no doubt that it's a situation where North Shore has found itself right back in this game, and they've fought themselves into this game by playing very good defense to get themselves right back into this. And we'll see. Look, so far, they've done a good job of denying Graves. Most of Graves' work has been, when he's been able to get the ball down low and reverse it against some real traffic. When he's been able to step out on the floor, he hasn't been able to knock down his jumper yet. He's a very good shooter, but hasn't been able to do that yet in the game. And nobody else has really picked up the slack thus far for Ponchatoula. You've got Taj Jackson with 4. You got LeBee and Lewis each have a three-pointer for Ponchatoula. But then again, points have been tough to come by, period, in this game to this point in time.
LeBee hit his real early in the game. We've seen some good offense. We've seen some really good ball movement and spacing and skip passes and hitting the open man and moving without the basket. But just not that many shots in the game, and enough of them being made. So we're done here with halftime with a 2-point lead.
Ready to go in the third quarter. It will be Green Wave ball to start the third quarter. They'll open with the same five that started the game, and North Shore does the same. So ready to go here. Corey Jackson gets it into Jarvis LeBee. We're underway. Man-to-man defense here. They go over the top to Graves right away. That's a good idea. Oh, he missed a layup, but they're going to call a foul. So they call a foul on Knox.
That's a late call.
So Knox commits his first. Well, Graves had a point-blank opportunity there. Gets to the line for the first time in the game. Remember, the first half, he only had 5 fouls called in the whole first half.
First half, yeah.
I mean, 3 against Ponchatoula, 2 against North Shore. So here's Graves at the line. 6 to first. He's a very good shooter. Looking to reach double figures here.
78% from the free throw line.
And of course he missed it. So Hopkins the rebound. It's a 3-point lead for Ponchatoula, just underway here in the second half. That's blocked, and the ball stuck up against the rim.
Goes possession arrow, should go to North Shore.
Should be North Shore's ball, and it is. Ponchatoula had it coming out of the break. Knox. Long ball. Offensive rebound. Put back. No. Loose ball again. Saved on the floor. What a job.
Good hustle by North Shore
Hopkins.
That possession.
It's all about Hopkins. Both times. A third opportunity on the same possession here. Step back. Tie ball. Good. Ducree with his second triple, and we're even at 23. North Shore has never led in this game, and this is the first tie of the game. 1 minute into the second half. They're consciously trying to find Graves. You can see that early on. They went to him first time down, and they're looking for him here, but a bad pass.
Oh, bad pass there. Sheesh.
Spencer the steal.
But
Chance
also
to take the lead.
Good defense by North Shore there for dropping back and dropping down on the weak side.
Post up here.
Yeah,
Lee's got a big
open.
size advantage. He's there. He's got it. First lead of the game.
A little two-man game right there. Look, Knox with a good pass inside of Lee. Lee, as you said, had a height advantage. Took it right to the goal.
And a 2-point lead for North Shore. Their first missed shot.
Ooh.
And a rebound to North Shore. Controlled by Ducree. And now a wrestle for the ball on the floor. Alternating possession of Ponchatoula, so a turnover North Shore. From 15, that's short. Lee has his 7th rebound. Been really active in this game. Hopkins knocks. High-low look here.
That's going to be a foul.
They're going to call the foul here. They found the matchup they like. That's going to work against Taj Jackson, his second.
Well, you got Lee at 6'5" and Jackson at 6'2", and Lee's taking advantage of that.
They like that high-low look they've been using with Ian Knox.
Yeah, heads up for Knox for looking at it.
Knox puts his head down. Knox up and under, foul on Graves. That'll be his first.
Hey, Knox is not backing down, which I did not expect him to, but Knox is taking it right at Graves. He's not trying any finesse or anything. He's like that one right there. Just put his head down and just went right at it.
A piece of something on the center floor there. I hope they noticed that.
Yeah, I think that came from halftime entertainment.
Free throw up and no good by Knox. Dawson with 2 points in the game, 3 rebounds. Splits a pair, 3 for Knox. And the lead is 3. Biggest lead for North Shore. 5:38 to play in the third.
Back pick.
For the tie. Hopkins with his second triple of the game.
North Shore coaches were yelling.
Not Hopkins, pardon me, but Lewis, and here we go the other way. North Shore will keep it here, tied at 26. Kind of wipe up the
you had
wet ball.
a couple of guys on the floor. They're playing hard. They're sweating. Ball got wet. Floor got wet. Players got wet.
Wet spot has been taken care of.
Points are surely at a premium tonight.
Both teams with length, just creating a lot of trouble for guys that get clean looks. That's going to be a foul. Knox was run into.
A lot of moisture on the floor tonight.
That works against Jackson. Corey Jackson, his second.
Yeah, this is what you like to see. Your head coach going out to sweep up the floor.
He's pulling double duty, man. I'm very impressed. Now let's check out the form here. Nice stroke. Yeah, good stroke.
Now you see.
Keep the elbow in. Yeah, all right.
No, but he's probably whispering something to Knox right now, too.
He's getting a little coaching in, is what you're saying?
Absolutely.
All
He used to do that all the time.
Way to go, Josh.
Learned that from his dad. That's one of those old school tricks.
Hopkins to bring it in to Spencer. Knox for 3 off the rim.
Ooh.
North Shore can't keep possession.
I got to give a lot of credit to North Shore on the offensive board.
Crashing the glass,
They didn't get that one, but they are really crashing.
50-50 balls.
And they're talking about it right now. It's going to North Shore. They changed it. It's going to North Shore.
Hustling like crazy to keep possessions alive. Tom Taylor wants to know why. Getting an explanation. Back we go. Knox inside. Could have called a tie ball, didn't do it. And they do call it. So alternating possession will give it back to Ponchatoula on the turnover by North Shore, which is the 12th. Good job by Graves.
Yeah. Excellent job there. Like I said, Knox is not backing down. He's not trying anything fancy. He's just putting his head down and going.
Again, they're concentrating on Graves. That was wide open. He couldn't get it.
See, you got to make that shot.
Off the mark. Good rebound by Taj Jackson, his third. Loose pass. Got away with it. In the corner. Got himself in trouble there. And a timeout. Some more timeout by Tom
that
Taylor.
was a great trap in the corner. Knox came outside to trap it. Trap it with Dupree. Good timeout.
So with 4:13 to play in the third, tied 26-26. Graves has 9 points, go along with 8 rebounds, 4 steals. We had 1 point this quarter, and like I said, it's been a quiet 9 for Graves. He has kind of flown below radar. Had that dunk early in the game, but a lot of that has to be credited to North Shore with the way they played.
Well, yeah. I mean, you still feel his presence in the game, but I wonder if they're just collapsing on him so much that he's just not able. He's looking for everybody else. I think he needs to be a little more assertive.
Ponchatoula ball front court. Now the officials are separating players and having a conversation with them. Been a physical game.
Yes, it has. As I mentioned in the girls' game, that's a veteran crew out there. They're not going to let this game get out of hand.
Brennan Smith on the floor for North Shore. Inbounds pass, got him underneath, put it in. Jackson with 6, the assist to Corey Jackson. Taj Jackson scores, and it's 28-26. Knox at the high post. Sets a strong pick. Gets it back.
Got the mismatch again inside.
Well, they found something they like there,
sir.
don't they?
Yes, sir.
7 for Lee. Ducree the assist, and we're tied at 28. Here's Graves. Graves will get the look for 3. Oh, he's back rim again. Just not his night from the perimeter.
He thought he had it, too.
Knox got it, but it's knocked away, stolen.
It's really physical out there.
All the way.
Charge.
Dawson! Hey, get him off you now. If they're not going to call a foul, you have to get him off you, son.
So it's tied at 28 with 3:13 to play in the third. I mean, really bodying up, and the officials, frankly, have let them play in this game. For 3, and the lead. Sieberly with his first triple of the game. He knocks it down. And a 31-28 lead for Ponchatoula. There's that post up again. And they can't stop it.
Yeah, I mean,
they've got the matchup they want. They're exposing it with regularity.
Jackson's playing behind him the whole time.
He is.
And they got to make some kind of an adjustment on that.
Graves gets another open look for 3. That's the shot we're used to seeing. Graves has 12 with an answer. And a 4-point lead for Ponchatoula. They got it to Lee again.
Graves tried to come over there to help out, but it was a step too late. Lee's having a feast in the middle right now.
He's got 8 points in the quarter, all on post-ups, and it's 34-32. You start to wonder if they might switch and maybe switch Graves to Lee, and Knox is 6'7". I get it. But right now it's all about Lee. Of course, if you do that, they might switch and go high-low with Knox down low and Lee out high.
Right. You gotta either switch personnel or switch defense. You gotta do something because North Shore is just taking total advantage of that right now.
Well, the high-low look has been really good.
I mean, you got Brazil who's 6'5".
Yep.
But Coach Taylor knows his personnel better than I do. But he's got to make some kind of change because North Shore is just eating this up.
Ponchatoula still has the 2-point lead. And Graves will bring it in bounds. Does so to Lewis. Lewis with a couple of triples now in the game. Wide open look. Off the mark. Collins the board. Got an injured player. Well, they said injured player, but I don't think that's the case. Just had a shoelace. Stop the play for that. Take him out. And North Shore with a chance to tie or take the lead here. Started in backcourt with Spencer. Rejected by Graves and cleared by Zeberly. And 2 shots are coming. Graves' second block of the game. That's going to be on Hopkins.
He looks a little tired. He didn't even get down the floor. Graves is standing at the other, inside the other lane.
Zeberly at the line. Short. He's got 5 points in the game.
Long rebound. You got shooter.
Can't hit either one. Lee having a big game. Rebounds his 8th of the game.
Great job of boxing out right there by Lee.
Spencer.
And Ponchatoula did switch Graves to Lee.
And there's the steal. Racing to the hole and slamming it home is Jeremiah Lewis. Off the steal, Lewis with authority puts his team up by 4. In and out. Graves the rebound. His 9th.
All right, so Ponchatoula made the adjustment defensively. They got Graves on Lee now, and Brazil is guarding Knox.
Another open look for 3, and they're starting to heat it up. It's Lewis again. Lewis coming on strong has given Ponchatoula a 7-point lead. As we approach 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Slipped and fell and lost the basketball. That's a shame. 15th turnover for North Shore. Substitutions for Ponchatoula. Reese Elsie and Cody Al-Naziat check into the game for the final 26 seconds. And North Shore countering. Fugate checks in. So does Rand Smith and J.R. Collins.
Yeah, I've seen floors much worse than this as far as moisture on it, but you've had a handful of opportunities, chances tonight where kids have just slipped on their own.
It's a tile floor too, so I mean, we got to mention that.
I've had enough of those floors.
Yeah. Maintain possession. Nobody stopped the ball. He'll score. Caleb Zeberly has 7, and suddenly Ponchatoula on a 7-0 run has a 9-point lead. North Shore can play for the final shot if it wishes. And that's a bad pass. Here comes Lewis all the way the other way. Lost it, 5 seconds, still time. He's in the corner, needs help. Finds Graves, 2 seconds. Step back, long 3 at the buzzer, short. And at the quarter break, 41-32 Ponchatoula. Green Wave separating there on a 7-0 run to finish the quarter.
Well, they made the defensive switch, Ponchatoula did, by putting Graves on Lee and putting Brazil on Knox. And Lee's going to have a much tougher time on the inside on that. I think you might have to go with Knox back inside against Brazil and see if you can work something there. They did get sloppy, North Shore did, offensively the last 3 or 4 possessions there, a couple of bad passes. Ponchatoula has started shooting better, hitting from the range. They're having trouble inside, and that's what North Shore is giving them right now. They're giving them the inside. They just can't hit it. So, they've gone looked a little bit to the outside and hit a couple of shots toward the end of the quarter there and opened up a 9-point lead.
It's Graves with 12 points, 9 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Jeremiah Lewis, who had an 8-point quarter, has 11 in the game with 3 steals. Caleb Suberly off the bench has been big with 7 for the Green Wave. Landon Lee with 11. He had 8 points in the quarter for North Shore. He's got 8 rebounds as well. Michael Ducree has 6 points and 3 assists for North Shore. Fourth quarter set to begin. 9-point lead for the Green Wave on the road. Big win for the North Shore girls earlier over Ponchatoula. 61-59, the thriller that we witnessed. You know, watch the replay. Always free at CrescentCitySports.com. Hopkins. Fugate. Three ball, corner, no. Nope. Graves has the double-double with his 10th rebound. Good hands, too.
Yes, that came right at him quickly.
Graves has an advantage right now with Fugate on him, who's 6'4". They want to go that way. Comes out high now. Set the screen. They switch on him.
Yep.
Three ball. No, I would have gone right back to Graves there.
Oh,
he says thank you.
Thank you.
Puts it in with his 14th point and his 11th rebound. 43-32. When you got that matchup, that's where you want to just go over the top to him in that situation. Double team the ball here. Beat it. Fugate doesn't attack. Skip pass corner. Pull up. Tough shot over Graves.
Good hustle again.
Rebound.
And tipped it over. Oh.
Can't get the finish. Graves has it. 12 rebounds for Graves. And a foul way out on the floor. Did they call a foul? I thought they did.
Thought they did too.
Haven't seen a signal yet. There it is.
Yes. 1.
So it's on Hopkins, his second. Wholesale substitutions for North Shore. The big men are back in. Landon Lee and Dawson Knox. Michael Ducree back in. He's got a couple of triples in the game. J.R. Collins on the floor. 6:32 to play. An 11-point lead for Ponchatoula. They go to Graves over the top. He's bumped by Knox. That's a good foul because he was going to score there.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
So Knox commits his second.
Grabbed him at the waistband.
Lob inbounds. Fall away 10. Yep. Sweet. Boy, Jeremiah Lewis he is that second guy. He's really picked it up.
He is. Leading scorer in the season for Ponchatoula.
He's been outstanding. Knox fakes. Pass knocked away. Look out. Right to the scores table. Great hustle. That's Lewis again. Boy, he's been good. His energy has really made a difference.
You can tell he really likes to play this game.
Back out off the bounce is Spencer. Knox fakes, spins, blocked by Graves, who clears it. It's great defense. His third block, his 13th rebound. Finds a shooter. It's blocked.
Wow.
Beautiful block. Lee gets it off the block by Collins.
Graves has been a little quiet offensively. It certainly hasn't affected his defensive game.
Or his rebounding. 13 of those. Just puts the numbers up every night. Lee on Graves. Can't get it on him. Spin it back out. He'll shoot it from there and hit it.
Yeah, they needed that big time. And a good timeout by Coach Carlin.
Spencer got it to him. Lee with 14. And he makes it a 10-point game at 45-35 with 5:20 to play in the game. Lee continues to be a major force for this team.
going to be the last 5 minutes. Is going to be just the matchups. How do they match up with each other? How do they take advantage of it? And you got to do something to slow down Jeremiah Lewis also.
Well, they're going to need to score and steal possessions here. Talking about North Shore. The rest of the way, the foul situation is really something to watch too, because again, this game has been bereft of fouls. Only 2 fouls against North Shore, so they got a foul twice more just to get to the third, to get to that bonus. And being down in the game, you almost have to at some point, unless you can make a run here in the next 2 minutes. You get to that 3-minute mark, it's still an 8 to 10 point lead. You're going to have to foul.
Yeah.
They're going to go full court pressure, so they'll step it up here. Seabury. Good inside out.
Nice
There's Graves.
pass.
He gets hammered. That's a good foul indeed, as you heard from the North Shore bench. Prevents an easy layup.
Nice pass from Lewis to
Foul
Graves.
works against Hopkins, his third. Going to make Graves earn it. At the line, where he's 1 of 2 in the game with 14 points. Now 15. Thing about Graves, I've seen him play live 3 times now, is doesn't show much emotion. He just goes about his business.
Very, very businesslike.
Very calm. Buries it. Again, you got to love that touch.
Yeah, that's why you think, that he's not involved in it, or he's not, he's not making his presence known, but it's just his demeanor. That's just the way he plays, but he gets the job done, absolutely.
Got 16 now, and the lead is 12. Lee out high, made a 3 earlier. Nice dribble drive. Blocking call here. First team foul on Ponchatoula. That goes against Cody Al-Naziat.
See, and the other thing about Graves, too, is whether he's on offense or defense, you're always looking for him. You want to know where he is when they're on offense.
They got another foul on the inbounds pass. So quickly, a couple of fouls on Ponchatoula. This one is on Reese Elsie, his first. So that'll be the second team foul. No time off the clock.
Graves just makes his presence known, even though it's kind of muted a little bit, but everybody wants to know where he is. That's why I liked what Knox was doing against him in the first half. He was just taking it at him. I'm not worried about where he is. I can feel him on my back. I'm going out.
Crossover, got to the paint, threw it away. Maybe the overpass there. Taj Jackson, and he lost it. Graves has it. Now a very loose play here.
See, there's another example. They got the shot off, but they knew Graves was there, and he made him alter his shot. So even though he didn't get a rebound or a block, he's there. His presence is there.
He's got 16 points, 14 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 blocks. I'd say that's stuff in the stat sheet.
I think so.
Whether you're scoring a lot or not. And he scored enough. Lee fakes, got Graves out of position. Great move, scores. Landon Lee's carried them. 16 points for Lee, and it's 47-37. Graves went for the fake, went for the block. Got burned.
Give credit to Lee. Again, you're taking it right to him. You're not playing around.
Landon Lee's got another year left. That's beautiful. Graves scores. Graves to the line. Chance for the three-point play. Lee the foul. Ponchatoula certainly has a semblance of control here. Graves right near his average. He's got 18 now. Chance to get that average with a free throw here. Making sure that uniform's tucked properly. 3 of 4 at the line. And now 4 of 5. I mean, that's a good-looking shot.
It is. Nice rotation. Right over the front of the rim. for the pressure.
Trying to make it tough and go for the kill shot here. Spencer breaks it. Lee waits for help. Hopkins. Back rim. Long rebound. On the run, Lewis. Look out here. Lewis scores. Boy, he's good. They've got 2 prime players, don't they? And a 15-point lead. Long 3 ball. Yes, sir. And a timeout. Spencer with his second triple of the game. Keeps him in touch at 52-40. With 3:13 left to play in the game, Fugate's going to check in.
We'll see what Coach Carlin's got up his sleeve.
Well, he's got 1 timeout left now.
Right. You know, double-digit deficit. He's going to have to pick up the pressure, maybe pick up full court. But also be aware that, you know, from here on out, Ponchatoula is going to shoot free throws.
So Lee has 16 points and 9 rebounds for North Shore. Only player in double figures. That's the difference. Ponchatoula's got 2 of those dudes. Right? They've got Graves with 18 points, 14 boards, 4 steals, and 3 blocks. And Jeremiah Lewis with 15 points, 3 steals, and a couple of rebounds to go with an assist. Other teams in this league are saying, boy, it's great that Graves and Lewis are seniors. Full court pressure. Corey Jackson triggers to Graves. Comes back to help. Big target.
I expect to see.
Got it in the middle. Broke the pressure. Knocked out of bounds. Tried the diagonal there. Graves somehow got it. Contested shot, offensive rebound, great pass. Jackson the rebound and the assist and the finish by Taj Jackson. Corey Jackson and Taj
slip
Jackson.
On the floor.
Steps through it, knocked away.
Not a good pass.
And now lost out of bounds. They're going to say North Shore balls. With 2:43 left. Subs coming for North Shore. They're going to bring 4 off the bench.
They're going to bring their starters back.
With 2:43 left to play.
Gave him a little break. Get it back in for the last 2:43.
54-40. Green Wave in control here.
You'd like a quick score here so you can get it down a little bit before the 2-minute mark.
Spencer. Knocked away. North Shore will retain possession. Rebounds Lee. Lee faked it. Now tries to shoot the contested shot. Graves was all over that. And out of bounds. Ponchatoula. Boy, you got to take that 3. You're down 14 there.
Yeah.
You made one earlier.
But again, there's Graves making his presence known. You know, where is he? Oh, he's going to block my shot. A little hesitation.
He's made his mark on this game as he does on most.
So North Shore is making some offense-defense substitutions.
Lewis. Ponchatoula doesn't need points right now. They just need to possess the ball.
Right.
There's a turnover. Oh, that's knocked away. North Shore continues their free substitution pattern. And Ponchatoula comes in with C.J. Brazil. 2:02 to play. Ponchatoula looks to be well on its way to its 18th win and to being 3-0 in District 6-5A.
Hey, this one! This one!
Spencer against the double team.
Pressure's really tough up top.
Got a good pick, got off the shot, can't convert it, and Graves has rebound number 15.
Get up!
And a timeout Ponchatoula with 1:38 to play. So 1:38 left and a 54-40 lead for the Green Wave. Graves now with 19 points to go with 15 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 blocks.
I like the pressure that Ponchatoula is putting on North Shore right at the half-court area. It's really giving North Shore a hard time getting it across and getting into their offense.
Yep. So all Catholic schools, Jefferson Parish, East Bank are closed tomorrow because of the water main break.
And then there's also a possibility that the Brother Martin Curtis game will be played at Brother Martin tomorrow because they do have water in Orleans Parish.
Yeah, problems with Jefferson.
And they could just flip-flop home and away in the next round.
Oh boy, a lot of school closures lately.
Check Crescent City Sports for the latest.
You bet. 1:38 left. Ponchatoula just glad to possess the ball here.
Gotta get up there, guys.
Yeah, they gotta get after people. Seabury gets it front court to Lewis.
Half court.
There's a ball in the air.
Wow.
And they didn't get it.
Sky high there.
Lee gets the steal. Lee needs help. Finds, well, you got to shoot the ball. I mean, you just can't make the extra pass right now. You don't have time for that. Finally, here's Lee. No. Rebound control, Ponchatoula, and they're on the run. Can't finish, but Graves will get it. He gets hammered. 16th rebound of the game. He's fouled by Spencer.
A great outlet pass there to get that ball down the floor so quickly.
Graves back and at the free throw line.
And Graves did get down the floor there. It looks like he's caught his second win. He got down there, had the putback.
That's 4 of 5 from the line in the game. Shot always looks good, though, when it leaves his hand. Now 20 points. And got the second. So 21 for Graves and a 56-40 lead as we approach 1 minute to play in the game. Knox will take the three. Short. Seabury got out of there with it. Wisely backing it out.
They're going to play now.
Very good ball movement. And put it in. Taj Jackson in double figures with 10. And Ponchatoula's got this one put away. Lee's wide open. He'll score. 18 for Lee. They're going to concede here.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to foul.
So 58-42 is going to be your final, it appears. Ponchatoula is going to take this one home.
Put his ass in the wall if he does something.
That's going to do it.
58-42 final. And Green Wave go to 3-0 in the league. Handshakes will be exchanged, Bill, and
just too much firepower for Ponchatoula. A lot more in the tank for them than North Shore had. A quiet but very efficient night by Alan Graves, and again with the supporting cast of Jeremiah Lewis. Just too much for North Shore to handle. And here we are with Coach Tom Taylor and Ken Trahan.
Tom, obviously you knew it would not be an easy one here tonight. They played physical, they played hard, but you got that separation in the third quarter. I thought your energy picked up.
Yeah, we wanted to come out and push the pace a little bit, be efficient on offense, pressure them on defense, normal good script. They played hard. I knew it was going to be, they're one of the better teams in the district, so I knew it was going to be a tough one.
They had that high-low going for a bit in the third quarter. You made a switch, and that seemed to benefit you defensively.
Yeah, Allen came over and said, let me guard 0, and I said, okay, there you go. I'm not going to argue with him.
Took care of that. I mean, he puts up like 21, 15, 4, and 3, and really was a quiet night for him, but that's kind of the player he is, isn't he?
That is. He's that's kind of a normal night. I know it sounds, I'm blessed to have him. We're blessed to have him at Ponchatoula, and it's a good night for him. That's a good night for anybody, but it's kind of a standard night, and I'm used to that, and he keeps on competing. He's just the kind of kid he is, man. He's over there hugging babies right now,
And Jeremiah Lewis. I mean, look, when you have a second guy that can do the things like that, I mean, clearly that's a 1-2 punch. That's something that's very important to have.
Yes, sir. Jeremiah's playing. He's playing real well. He's shooting the ball well. He takes a lot of pressure off of Allen, and now that we're trying to find that point guard, he doesn't have to handle as much. He's doing real well.
3-0 in the league feels good. You've played tough competition. Wins and losses are important, but the tough competition makes you better, and that's what you're looking ahead for right now when you're looking forward toward the postseason.
That's right. I tell my guys it's chess, not checkers. We're in it for the long haul, and right now we've taken some bruises, but we're on the right track.
Tom, congratulations.
Thanks, Ken. I appreciate it.
A pleasure. So, Tom Taylor, Ponchatoula, we appreciate you, Coach. Bill Gallagher, back to you.
Yeah, just like I was saying before, just too much firepower for Ponchatoula tonight, and Coach Taylor alluded to it with Graves and Lewis. Lewis has really come along and, really taking some of the pressure off of Graves, and maybe that's kind of made Graves play a little, like he's playing right now. He's got it, but he knows it's not all on him, so the pressure's off a little bit, so he's enjoying himself a little bit more.
Well, I think the thing I like most about talking to Tom just now was what he said. We were saying, look, total mismatch. They're exposing a great game plan by Coach Carlin. Come out to start the third quarter. And Tom would probably have made a change, but Alan Graves goes to him and says, let me guard him, okay?
Yeah, I mean, when you're coaching and you got players like that, and I think back to the Brother Martin days, and if those guys came over and said, Coach, let's do this, let's do that, you have to listen to them because they're in the flow of the game. You're a coach on the side, but you got to trust those guys. Not every team, and not every player, but sure, you're going to trust somebody like Graves or somebody like Lewis. You're going to trust those guys because they're in the flow of the game. They see what's going on. They're in the trenches. So yeah, a good coach is going to do that. I've done it, a few times. And Coach says, well, I'm not going to disagree with him. Of course not, because he's into the game. Graves is into the game, and you know that he sees what he sees, and it's going to work.
High school basketball on Crescent City Sports brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. The Lamarck Pre-Owned has a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. We even have great deals for under $12K. Must be a reason. And high school basketball on Crescent City Sports brought to you by Rhino Shield Mid-South. Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino. Rhino Shield resists chipping, cracking, flaking, or peeling, and is backed by a 25-year warranty. Get your free estimate. Visit rhinoshieldmidsouth.com or call 833-233-7181. And the Crescent City Sports team is counting down to its 500th all-time game broadcast. Stay with CrescentCitySports.com and our social media platforms for special content looking back on the best moments of the last dozen years of games, events, and more. So again, a 58-42 final. The final numbers in here before we close it down tonight. First of all, for victorious Ponchatoula, Jeremiah Lewis, 15 points, 3 steals, 2 rebounds, and assists. J-Lo Seabury off the bench with 7 points. He had 2 rebounds. Corey Jackson, 2 points, 4 assists in the game. Taj Jackson had 10 points, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 rebounds. It was Jarvis LeBee with 3 points and 3 boards, and Alan Graves with 21 points, 16 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 blocks. For North Shore, it was Landon Lee with 18 points, 9 rebounds. Jamison Hopkins had 5 points. It was Tyrese Spencer with 6 on a pair of threes. Jackson Fugate with 2. Michael Ducre a pair of threes for 6 points. Dawson Knox with 3. And Brian Smith with 2. It all adds up to a 58-42 win for Ponchatoula as they improved to 18-4, 3-0 in District 6-5A. North Shore 10-11 and 1-1 in the league. Final thoughts, Bill?
Yeah, I think Ponchatoula showed tonight, with their two-pronged attack, that they're going to be certainly a force in this district. They're probably the best team in this district. And, they've got playoff experience behind them. They're going to do well in the playoffs, too. North Shore still experiencing some growing pains, but they put up a valiant effort and had a game for the, good part of 3 quarters. So, they're getting better every day. That's the motto you got to go with, is get better every day and make the playoffs, and anything can happen.
It's been a pleasure, my friend. Thank you.
I always enjoy it, Ken. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for joining us. Stay with Crescent City Sports for live streaming all year long. For Bill Gallagher, for Matt Merritt, for Lenny Van Gilder, our entire team here at Crescent City Sports, I'm Ken Trahan saying so long from Slidell. Once again, your final score, 58-42, Ponchatoula over North Shore. Thanks for joining us, and be a good sport, and God bless you one and all. Rounding third and heading home. So long.